Welcome to Cranky Live Sports Talk, where passion meets action.
Hey sports fans, I am Cranky, and this is the Cranky Live Sports Talk, the podcast where we dive deep into the hottest topics, the biggest games, and the most controversial moments in sports.
Whether it's football, basketball, track and field, cricket, or soccer, we've got you covered with expert analysis, insider interviews, and unfiltered opinions.
Join me as I chat with the biggest names in sports, get exclusive insights and stories you won't hear anywhere else.
Cranky Live Sports Talk is where you can hear the real talk, the hard-hitting questions, and the hottest takes.
So, if you're a true sports fanatic, you don't want to miss out? Subscribe now to the Cranky Live Sports Talk on YouTube and hit that bell icon to never miss an episode.
Cranky Live Sports Talk, where sports come alive. Subscribe today.
Good evening. I don't know why I did that. We're back again, people. Back again. How you doing? Welcome to Cranky Live. We have the big one coming up in an hour, where the supposed king of football, at least in the modern era, will be playing against the Jamaica Champions Cavalier Football Club. Now, I know I said I was going to come back 7:30, but you know what? It's my prerogative. I changed my mind. I had some flexibility in my schedule that opened up, so I come back earlier. So, sure people will coming late. Because like I thought Cranky said, am I coming, am I come back 7:30? Well, I'm back. That's it. Back, people, back. So, we're here to talk some football. Concacaf Champions Cup, where Jamaica's Cavalier. You know, we always say Cavaliers. At least I always say Cavaliers. It's not Cavaliers. There's no E on the end of the word. It's Cavalier. The Cavalier football team will be playing against the one and only Lionel Messi, who has dominated world football for years on end, along with Cristiano Ronaldo. And Cristiano has won more Champions League. But tonight he's going to be meeting a different opponent, a young team, a team made up of basically 20-year-olds. Oldest player is 25. I think I heard Rudolph Speed said that his team may be the youngest team in world football. Is that an exaggeration? That sounds a little bit exaggerated, doesn't it? The youngest team in world football, really? Now, I'm trying to get the starting lineup, but it wasn't posted when I initially looked, so I'm probably going to try to find it again. Still don't see it. I don't know where it is. I try to search for it. But the youngest team in, at least professional team in world football, not totally sure about that, actually. But it's a young team. And when your oldest player is 25, then yes, you should be very proud of your accomplishment. Youngest professional, yeah, I mean, did he go around and check every single team across the globe? You know, we have some radio stations say we're the number one radio station, the widest audience. You're like, did you get the stats to substantiate or support that? But it's a very young team. And given the level they're playing, it may be the case that they're the youngest team. Now, here's what's important, actually. So if you are a Cavalier player and you have aspirations to move overseas, and I've heard Rudolph Speed said that he's right and left back are two very young, very good players. Bless up Christopher Wisdom. Now, there's no bigger stage tonight than what you have here, right? this is the ultimate stage to demonstrate your capability. Because wherever Messi is doing, I was just online doing some research, and you'd be surprised how many views Inter Miami games get, actually, even now. Because even though Messi's more seasoned, I'll call it, I don't call him old, he still generate interest, still generate views. So Cavalier is on the big stage tonight, playing against, we say Messi first, then we say Inter Miami. You'd never believe Inter Miami has like the Suarez and the Busquets of the world. But the talk is all about Messi, and those are brilliant players in their own mind. By the way, please hit the like button as you come into the show. And this is not just any match, right? This is basically David versus Goliath. And David is from Jamaica. But Jamaica has a lot of Davids who have slown Goliath, especially in track and field. So tonight may be one of those cases where this David pulls something out of the hat. It's going to be very difficult. I did watch Inter Miami play against Kansas City. And Kansas City looked like a good team. But Inter had Messi. And when you have Messi, you have a chance, even when he's more seasoned. Cavalier has done well in Jamaica. Won the championship last year. Won the Caribbean region of the Concacaf Champions Cup. And are now looking to be take another scalp. Take this scalp off Messi and Inter Miami. And I did watch the press conference, or some of the press conference for Cavalier. I was trying to find it someplace. Don't know where the heck it is. Because I actually had it. I wanted to play it, but I thought it was interesting. Some of the questions that were broached, actually, and how they were answered. If I can find it, I'll play it. I think I found it. Forgive me if it doesn't play as well as I'd like. I thought it was a decent press conference, actually. So let me see if I can put it up, if you can hear it. It hasn't started yet, but we're going to play the press conference.
You ready? Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Champions Cup Match in -1 press conference for Cavalier FC. I'm here with Cavalier FC head coach Rudolph Speed and defender Giovanni Lang. We'll start with any questions from the room. We'll start with you.
Good morning, coach. And thank you. What is your expectation and main goal in this round against Inter Miami?
Oh, the expectation we've taken it a game at a time. And the expectation is to go back with a positive result.
Hi, Coach Andrea Yanes, and your name Andrea Yanes for the Deportes USA. I wanted to ask both of you, what are your plans for tomorrow? And if having that advantage of already qualifying to the round of 16, you could analyze better Inter Miami's game in the previous round, and how do you study to prepare, especially for a defender to prepare to play against the guys that Inter Miami have? Thank you.
Our preparation is just the same. We're taking it a match at a time, but this is different opposition. So
I'll just say this because it's one of my pet peeves. And people are going to take this the wrong way, but I do believe, I don't know who these reporters are at these press conferences, but the same thing we had in the JFF. Because these two questions were similar. And sometimes the questions that are asked, people just got to spend more time doing research to ask those inquisitive questions to get what I think the fans are looking for. Sometimes the questions are just not. They're the general, repeated, generic question. And it's hard to come up with inventive questions for these forums, but I think we got to do better.
As I said, we analyze the game, coach, bring out the tactics, and we have been working on it. And tomorrow, we try our best to put it out there.
Oh, yes. It's not an advantage to being in the round of 16 first. Inter Miami is an extraordinary team, extraordinary players. But our team is also extraordinary. I believe it's the youngest professional team in the world. Young players tend to play with less fear and apprehension, and I think that's our biggest strength.
Hello, Michelle Kaufman from the Miami Herald. Could I ask both of you, obviously, as a coach and as a player, you know, every game is just another game. But in this situation, you're playing against Lionel Messi. I'm just wondering what do you think that experience is going to be like for you as a coach, for these players, and then for you as a player to face somebody like him?
Right. So we're happy. We got the opportunity to play against Inter Miami with not just Lionel Messi, but a lot of really good players. Busquets, Alba, Suarez. We're really looking forward to doing well. I think it could inspire a generation of players in Jamaica itself, just because of what will happen. We'll play them here. Everybody will be watching on TV, and also in the return leg where we expect to have a packed stadium and everybody just talking about the game. So that inspiration is much more for the country than just our team.
Yes, this is like a dream come true for us as a player, Jamaica as a country, and a whole for the Caribbean, you know. And, to play on a greats, but we can't get starstruck, we have to go out there because this is our job. We have to go out there and play, perform well. And this is our opportunity as well to show our talents on the bigger stage because millions will be watching, of course. So yeah, it's a good thing, it's a good opportunity, and we take it with all we got.
Go with Jose.
Hey, to both of you guys. Same question to both. I wanted to ask you what the thought process was when you were actually watching Inter Miami go through the first leg and knowing that you were actually going to face them. What did the family, friends between you guys, what was that conversation like?
Oh, we were cheering for them. We wanted Inter Miami to come through to play us. I even came up here to watch the game personally. So Miami is a nice city. We like Miami. The players, we have seen them over the years playing in extraordinary football, for Barcelona. But all the persons in Jamaica, telling us, let's hope it's Inter Miami. Let's hope it's Inter Miami. As a matter of fact, it also extends to the whole of the Caribbean because we are the Caribbean champions, the only team that is left in the competition. So it's just all positive. We just have to find a way to make sure that we are the ones who go to the next round.
Yes, as I said, it's a dream come true, and we've been dreaming for this from actually last year. We wanted to play, but it's here now. We were elated, we were happy and joyful, as I said, but we still have to stay business minded. So it's still a match, and we have to go out there and put on a show. So yeah, we're happy, but we are ready for the business.
Coach from the Jamaica Gleaner, what is the mindset of the players, and what is it you're doing to prepare them psychologically and to focus on not being just spectators, but to go out there and play against one of the greatest players and other great high-profile players?
Want to make your photos look pro in just a few taps? Well, I
apologize for that, but this is YouTube. So let me see if I can move this forward. Sorry.
In the international club games, we have traveled a lot in Concacaf region. So no, our foot will be on the ground.
Hi, Coach, and I have a question for both the coach and the player. My name is Kevin Antonio from Caribe Reporters. I have a question for the Classic. Coach, who do you consider the best Jamaican player in terms of talent, seeing and that you're representing the Caribbean? Maybe are you familiar with Skeel Cole? And also, how much MLS is being watched on the island?
A lot of people watch the MLS in the island. Yeah, we know who Skeel Cole is. Jamaica has a lot of great players, people like Bibi Gardner, who is probably one of our most decorated. Walter Boyd, we have Leon Bailey. So there's a lot of players. I'm probably one of the best women players in Bonisha in the world, best striker in the world, born and learned her football in Jamaica. In this team, we have 2 16-year-old, 2 17-year-old, 2 18-year-old, 1 19-year-old, about 5 20-year-olds. So these are really talented players. They just need an opportunity. And I think that, you'll see what happens tomorrow. They are gonna be playing. And I'm sure 5 years' time, if you ask this question again, you'll be calling one of those players' name.
Sir, who did you grow up wanting to watch?
Growing up wanting to watch?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Good one.
Shell?
Can you tell us a little bit more, in a little more detail about these 16 and 17-year-olds and just the makeup of your team? I know that I just did a brief research, and it seems like the team in the last few years has really come up to be, one of the top teams in the Caribbean. Tell us a little bit about the evolution of this team and a few of those young players, 16 and 17-year-olds that we should watch for. Thank you.
Yeah. Our team, was founded in 1962, but we got relegated, I think, in 1995, came back in 2012, and got relegated in 2016. But since that, we have gone on a youth, where we just pick youthful players deliberately. And since that, we have, in the Jamaica Premier League, finished no less than third for about 6 consecutive years. We came second in the Caribbean Cup last year, won this year. Sorry, the year before, won last year. And the team has just gone from strength to strength using that youth base. So we basically have a lot of players who would have played under 17 for the national team, under 20 for the national team. Those are the type of caliber players we have in the squad at the moment.
And we'll go with you.
Franco Panizo, Miami, Total Football. Rudolph, for you, on paper, from the outside, it's David vs. Goliath, right? What kind of
That actually is my favorite Bible story.
Fantastic. What kind of game plan do you expect from them tomorrow at home? First leg, Messi rested over the weekend. What do you expect from them? Obviously, everyone here probably expects them to have the ball, be in control of possession. So what do you expect from the game plan tomorrow?
Yeah, I know he rested because he wanted to be at his best to playoffs. I understand. Right? No, there's no secret. I mean, what they will do. And they have players to carry it out. So we know what to expect from them. Problem is, can we stop them? Which is what we will be trying to do. And then can they stop what we will be trying to do? So I don't know it will play out at the moment, but I know we'll get a high quality game with good technical players who doesn't need much of a chance to do damage. I've seen what they have done to very good MLS team, the 8-2s, the 6-2s. So I understand their attacking powers. I don't think they are so much of a possession team, though. I think they attack quickly and try to score a lot of goals. So, yeah, we understand their strengths. We'll be ready.
And we'll move to this side of the room really quick.
Has there been any other big game similar to this, kind of stats you guys played or big players you guys played against? Who and
Never.
the teams? Never? Okay.
Never. This is the biggest competitive club game a Jamaican team has ever played.
Anything close? What was the one before this?
I don't think anything is close.
Actually, there was. We got a little experience against Cincinnati last year. So, but not as big as this one, but yeah.
You played the office?
Yes.
Okay, we'll move on to this side.
Morning again.
Morning.
So you said this is your biggest encounter. How important is it to get a positive result out of the game coming into the second leg in Jamaica?
It's very important because, of course, we'll be having the home advantage. I know we're going to have a packed stadium. So every team on the road, we always try to go and get a positive result to take home. It's not going to be easy, but it's very important that we don't come and sit back and, we have to take something home, especially to force Leo to come home and for Jamaicans to see him. So we come here to get positive results.
Perfect.
I was wondering if anyone has called you, any maybe player from Jamaica that plays in MLS, Andrew Blake, someone has talked to you about the game in Jamaica. I've been reading about the tickets going on sale, about the excitement everyone had. And can you confirm you're playing at the national stadium?
Yeah, a couple of players and other persons, knowledgeable football persons, would have sent in what they think is going to happen in the game. So we're looking at those.
Is the game at the national stadium?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Any last minute question? All right, thank you all for coming.
So that was that was Rudolph Speed. and one of his players at the press conference talking about the game. They did a good job, frankly. Just jotted a couple of notes of things that they said, which I thought were interesting. And it's going to sound negative, but he said Inter is extraordinary and Cavalier is extraordinary. I'm not sure if he's talking about the youth and what they have accomplished, but I think they're a good team. I don't know about the word extraordinary. He said the game could inspire a generation of players in Jamaica. That's a possibility. If you see a team playing at the highest level have a chance to play against one of the greatest players in the world, I think that could be inspirational for players. As I said in my earlier program when I talked about the Greenwood situation, I don't think it's going to be a long-standing, sustainable impact on Jamaica. It may be for the individual players who have aspirations to play at the highest level. Bless up float management. But I can't, just like how when Pele came into Jamaica in the 70s, I don't think these individual events that are significant, with significant magnitude to them, large event, unless there's something that's some continuity from it, I don't see how they add a ton of long sustainable value. But in the immediacy between the economic element to it and the football element and the attraction and the worldwide visibility, I think there'll be some benefits out of it. He mentioned a number of great Jamaican players. And again, I'm going to manage that word great. I think we have had some good players he didn't mention Fuller, but Fuller, Shelton, Bibi Gardner, Bailey, maybe the one player out of all of them. He mentioned, the reporter asked about Skill Cole. Maybe the one great player he mentioned in the list is Bunny Shaw, who was a Ballon d'Or nominee. So if you look at all of those, you'd say, yeah. I like the fact that he's managing the situation in terms of not being intimidated, embracing the David versus Goliath aspects of this, and the view that he seemed to have imparted to his team, which is we have to go back home. And when we go back home, there has to be interest still in the game. What you don't want is like a PSV Arsenal score, right? You have created all this excitement. People are coming out to watch, but they're going to only come to watch Messi because the score is a foregone conclusion in terms of the previous results affecting the interest you generate in the game. Still going to be interest with Messi going to Jamaica, but what you don't want is a lopsided score, which then plays down that interest. You want to ensure that when the game is happening in Jamaica, you have an opportunity to have, on a net basis, a positive outcome. And positive outcome would mean you do a smash and grab like Liverpool did yesterday against PSG, right? That's important. And he mentioned a few players he wanted to watch. I know he mentioned he have potential Cafu, and I keep saying this, and Roberto Carlos in his team, so we'll see. But it should be very interesting in terms of how this match materializes. There's a lot of interest in this, a lot of interest, not just in Jamaica. Just whenever Messi plays, there's interest. And so you would hope that the players give a good account of themselves. And it's really a good measuring. Well, I was going to say it's a good measuring stick. It may be a bad measuring stick, to be honest, because you want to gradually get to this point. I think the player who was there mentioned, and I forgot his name, one of you guys can remind me, he mentioned when they were asking the question about have they ever played a team of this magnitude, he correctly mentioned, or being in this situation, he correctly mentioned the Cincinnati game. Cincinnati doesn't have Messi, but I think from a footballing standpoint, Cincinnati was on the same level as Inter is this year. So in essence, from a game standpoint and a planning standpoint and a management standpoint, and what you can anticipate, it's probably similar because Cincinnati dominated both legs, right? Truly dominated. It wasn't even close. Okay, Tony Bush said it was Lang was there. So your hope would be that for today's game, that Cavaliers would show up, actually. Here's what I'm curious about. I'm curious what strategy he's going to employ. Is he going to play low block and counterattack? Is he going to play mid block? Is he going to press? Because they're younger. They should be just as fit or fitter. These are a bunch of more seasoned veterans in the team with the Messi, Busquets, Alba, Suarez. What strategy would he employ for this game? I'm really, really curious, actually. Now, I thought he did a brilliant job when they played Sabao in the Caribbean Cup final. We got to remember, they were down, right? They smash and grab the first leg. They were down against Sabao and could have been down more, even though it's a better game than the first game, I thought. And then he made really good changes, really good substitution at halftime. I think Avery changed the game. He made a change where he put someone in the 70th minute and took them off in the 85th or somewhere in the 80s because he wasn't happy they play, which I thought was a brilliant strategic move, regardless of what the player may have felt about it. So I think he's a very thoughtful and smart coach on the sideline. And the most important attribute he exhibited in that game, I thought, was his composure. Sometimes you see coaches like Arteta on the sideline and making their players nervous, getting not excited. He was just, and sometimes you see coaches on the sideline like just clueless. I won't say which one, but I watched Jamaica play and I saw some things where I thought the coach could do better. But I thought what he did really well was assess the game, assess where deficiencies were, assess what should be done, and then make the changes. Right? Make the changes or restructure the team, and that allowed them to come out victorious. Because to me, Sibao was a better team, but Cavalier executed better. Tony Brusher says, fitness level in the JPL is nowhere near the terms of the MLS. Low block with counter in play. Yeah. It could be that strategy that he deploys or employ. We'll see. It's going to be interesting what that work looks to be. Very interesting. Because you can imagine that the Busquets and Suarez and Messi, they're possession-based footballers. Even though Rudolph said in the press conference that they don't play possession-based football, I think that a lot of time that depends on who you're playing against. Does the team allow you to play that? You watched Liverpool yesterday against PSG. They were in their faces for the entire game. So you can be taken out of your game, even though your objective is to play possession-based football. If pressure, as they say in Jamaica, bust pipe, which basically means, you may not necessarily be as comfortable or play your best when someone is in your face versus when you're given room to maneuver and to operate. And I think if I have a young 20-year-old team, I'm mixing it up. I'm going low block some of the game and I'm pressing some part of the game, especially their defenders. Because you have to find a way to disrupt them. You have to find a way to disrupt them. You can't just play low block the entire game because knowing how Messi plays too, he's going to find a pocket someplace and they're going to penetrate. You have to give yourself an opportunity to develop some fear in them so that they'll respect you. Definitely. I did see a lineup here someplace. I don't see the Cavalier lineup. I see the Inter lineup. And I'm trying to find if I can post it here. I saw the Inter Miami lineup, but I don't see the Cavalier lineup. And I'm on the Concacaf site and I'm not seeing it. So let me know what's your thoughts on the game. What's your prediction? What's your prediction for the game? So these are the starting lineup. Let me say I push this out. What's your prediction for the game, people? Let me know. You think Cavaliers has a chance in you know what? This is a starting lineup that I'm getting. I'm getting this from Twitter. Should be no surprise here. For Miami, it's Ustari, Busquets, Segovia, Suarez, Martinez, Frey. I thought somebody said Frey was injured. No, I got a red card. Maybe the red card doesn't translate over, actually. Jody Alba, Allende, Cremarchi, what's this? Cremarchi, Maxiliano, and Redondo. Oh, damn, Jerome. Really? 8? Adrian Reed is in the team. So we have some Jamaican international. Richard King is international. Adrian Reed is international. We heard a lot about Dwayne Atkinson. We heard a lot about Lang. King is captain of the team. So it's a young team. It's an interesting team. Don't see any Messi. No, I heard Messi had an injury, actually. I heard Messi had an injury and didn't practice the other day. But they're saying it was a precaution. So they may think that, you know what? Yeah, we ain't going to risk him. I think he has an abductor issue, actually. Cavalier should be happy about this. If Messi is not, I got to say if he's in the squad, if Messi is not in the starting team, Cavalier should be happy. They should not complain. Jerome says Inter is one of the best teams in the league. They're gonna eat Cavalier for breakfast, not for lunch, just breakfast. Not for lunch, just breakfast. I'm curious to see how the game plays out. This is gonna be what I call, and with no Messi, that makes it even worse. Tony Bush says 4, so Jerome says 8. Tony's having that. So nobody's optimistic about Cavalier being David chance, David versus Goliath, and Cavalier being able to come up with a result. Come on, people, hit the like button. If you're in the chat, hit the like button. We want more people to come and join us. Inter is one of the best teams. Drew Ross says, we're not giving Cavalier a chance to save face. 5 love is a lot, you know. 8, we get 8. These numbers are not going higher than 8. 8, 4, 5. Wow. From what you guys are prognosticating, or from what you're predicting, you're suggesting that Cavalier will not have a good day at the office, aren't you? Going to be a very, very difficult day at the office. Richard says, Cavaliers in for a rude awakening. This is going to be their Norman. We're going back to history of World War II. They're going to land ashore and be running into bullets, using the bullets analogy. I think, I don't know. We have no look. I think these are the worst scores I've ever seen predicted on this platform for a game Jamaica's going to play in. A Jamaican bent team. I shouldn't say Jamaica, because Jamaica is the national team per se, and Cavalier is a Jamaica club team. But this has to be the worst predictions I've seen. Come on, people, hit the like button, people. 67 of you, 31 likes. That's not good. Come on. If you come into the chat, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. But those are the starting teams, people. As been indicated before, there's no Messi in the lineup. I know Messi, I was watching a program earlier today. He supposedly has an abductor injury, which could affect him. It would be tragic, literally tragic, if he doesn't go to Jamaica. But as somebody mentioned earlier, who mentioned it? I have to go look this up. Someone mentioned earlier that, let me find this. I think it was a great point. RR mentioned this. And Speed, RR is spelled with the I, not 2 E's. S-P-E-I-D. Speed, but he may be running a lot today on the sideline. Speed win, I'm going to put my own words, even if he can get 10. If winning means he is maximized the opportunity associated with this event, then yeah, he's already won. If you think about it, there's a lot of notoriety and attention on his team and him as an individual, because I heard him on different mediums in Jamaica. His team will be visible on television all over, and you're talking about ESPN Caribbean and Fox and Fox in the US. So he has to make sure, and I think Disney and other places, he has to make sure that they at least put in a fight. So yeah, he's He's in a good spot. And then, just as important, he's done well in winning the Caribbean Championship where he got a good payday for that. Regardless of what outcome is for these games, he's going to get a good payday from Concacaf because he's in this round. And he's going to get a great payday from the stadium being sold out, where some tickets in Grandstand are going for $100, VIP going for $100. So from a monetary standpoint, he has done really well. Let's see if the play on the field translate accordingly. Right? So it's not just about the money, because what he also wants to probably do is 2 or 3 of his players stand out and some team pursue them. Vibes. Vibes thing. I don't think vibes gonna work tonight, I think there's less about vibes tonight and more about performance on the field. I don't think this is a vibes thing. When you have games like this, I think all the players in the team are probably thinking, you know what? If I play brilliantly against some of the, even though they may be a little bit older, some of what were deemed to be some of the best players in the world, and I stand out, I can probably get a move overseas. You won't get a better chance than this on the world stage to do so. Jesus. So we're saying, Jerome is saying the Cleveland Cavaliers basketball team, which have a similar name like Cavalier, would do a better job, would have a better chance of doing well against this Inter team. So you guys read into that much. It's a good team, Watch them against Kansas City. They're a good team. But the thing about the bad thing about this team too is when Busquets and Suarez and Alba and all them played for Barcelona, what they did was keep the ball. So even if they've gotten older, they know how to keep the ball. Obviously, they have other players around them, and we'll see how that works out. Tony Bruce says Atkinson needs to have a good game out wide to give Cavalier a chance on the counter. I thought Avery is the one with the trickery and probably the best person to. He's not starting him. But remember when they played against Sabao, he changed the game. People, we have 69 people in the chat, and we only have 34 likes. Those numbers are mismatched. I like my numbers to be better aligned. I like the likes to be much closer to the number of people in the chat, even though I do appreciate you being here. So I don't want to be accused, like Zelensky was, by J.D. Vance, that they don't say thank you. I thank you for being here. I thank you for those who hit the like button. And I want to thank those who haven't hit it, who will be hitting it soon. So can't say I wasn't appreciative. Even though I think Zelensky says thank you numerous times before that White House meeting. But looking forward to the game. We are 22 minutes away from game time. Inter Miami versus, you know what? I should probably put on 2 channels. Inter Miami versus Cavalier. Because I realize that the Fox 2 in the US, they showed me some dog show. I don't want to see no puppies running around in no competition. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to watch a football game. So they're not even giving you a preview because the game starts at 8. Now, I don't see any preview for the game from them. And we're about 22 minutes away from game time, which is interesting. So maybe I'll watch 2 channels for the game. Says, Atkinson's better, but he can't stay fit. Yeah, well, he's available tonight. All right? So we're not playing cards. What does that mean, Ted Dexter? You mean we're not playing cards? People tell me this, the ball is round, people, right? The ball is round. So if the ball is round, you have a chance to win. Isn't that what it is? The ball is round, whatever that means. If the ball is round, that means you have an opportunity to win. That means you're going to compete. And that means Cavalier, I mean, who knows? So defender makes a mistake, you score, you go low block, and that's it. You win the game. And we all would be here cheering on Cavalier and forcing Messi to go to Jamaica for the next game. But if they win 5-6 love, why would he go take a risk? Even though I would think from a legacy standpoint, he would want to go to Jamaica. That's the way I view it, you know. If you're a player like Messi and you're doing your rounds, I don't know why you wouldn't want to go to Jamaica and play. You've played in a lot of other countries. You want to go there. Jerome says, if Cavalier gets less than 4, Rudolph Speed should celebrate. Wow. You guys have no respect for Cavalier. What if Cavalier win this game? It'd be a shock, actually. You don't think they have any chance? People, they don't have no chance at all to win? I mean, really? No chance at all to win. Is that what you're saying? Is that what I'm hearing? They have 0 chance. You have to have a chance. What did the ad makers say? Because I'm sure there's a lot of betting on this game. Betting probably changed after Messi went down. Jerome says, Jerome, you didn't tell me if they have a chance, you know. You just said if they win. That means you don't think so. First responder say, they ain't got no, you know what chance. Nada. Nothing. But let me say this though. The coach said that last year that none of the goals they gave up was based on what he said. He said the biggest difference between the two teams was the technological capability of Cincinnati versus Cavalier. And he pointed out to the fact that they had somebody in the stands or somebody up in the booth who was videoing all the game and then providing a perspective to the opposition about where their weaknesses are, which were then exploited. Actually, Drew Ross, I don't know about his team, but I think Messi does, actually. You have to understand it now. I don't think people realize the magnitude of the Jamaica brand, actually. It's a huge brand. Think about it this way. Why does Michael Johnson, starting his track and field circuit, go to Jamaica first to start? Now you're going to say, well, Jamaica's produced a lot of world champions in track and field. Yes, but the brand is a global brand. Between the athletics, the music, the persona of the people, it's a global brand. So if I was Messi, I would want to go to Cavalier. Why? I'd go to Jamaica. Why not? Tony Bruce says he'd be love them, forget the result, don't see it. Now, I understand that's track, Drew, but I think, I'm telling you, there are a lot of people out there with a lot of respect for the country. And I don't know why he wouldn't want to go, even to go play a half of football. Why wouldn't you? We can't produce a proper playing pitch. Well, yeah. That's something that needs to be addressed, actually. So Jargon says, I've been living in Mars for a while. Jargon's giving me a hard time. I've been in Mars for a while. And he says they have a chance. Possibly. He's hedging. He said they have a chance, and he says possibly. Like them said, the ball is round. Any number can play. Yeah. Not lottery, though. No, they have a chance. They have a chance. Let me tell you something. Liverpool against PSG yesterday, even though Liverpool is a very good football team, Liverpool looked like they were out to sea. They were totally not in the game. And they won the game. Now, is Cavalier Liverpool, who have quality players all around? No. But think about it this way. A ball over the top, keep us. I'll give you an example. Here's a perfect example. You know, you guys won't agree with this because the talent is, disparity is much wider. But when Jamaica played the U.S. out in Dallas the other day, in what was it, March? Last March. Damn, it's almost a year ago. Jamaica should have won that game to me. U.S. were the better team. Blake made a lot of good save. But Sifa take his chance. If Burke doesn't have a ricocheted header, Jamaica win that game, even though the U.S. was so much the better team. I don't think the talent disparity is the same between the U.S. and Jamaica and Cavalier and Inter Miami. But the idea is still the same. Yeah, Tony, it's fluffy dogs, but it's 8 o'clock. If you go check the guide, the viewing guide, it's coming on at 8 when the game starts. They're not starting. They don't have any pregame show. I guess they don't have the respect for the teams playing. They have no pregame show. I think ESPN2 is also carrying the game in the Caribbean. The game's been shown in the Caribbean on ESPN2, so that's the place to watch it. But yeah, no, it's some fluffy dog show, Tony. You're right. I don't even think ESPN2 is showing a preview of the game. I've not seen that. Tony Brush says, not everybody knows or care about Yard Cranky. Years ago, it is Cavalier thought we were from Africa. Yeah, but I mean, it's not our fault as Edinson Cavani is not educated. It's not our fault. Which person in their mind in this world with any common sense doesn't know of Jamaica? It ain't happening. Sorry, I'm not going to buy into that. Now, I'll say this. When I was in the military, that was a while ago, I used to have a friend of mine. Is before the game in the chat? I hope not, because it's going to give me a hard time. And when we used to go out, people say, I was from Jamaica. I used to have from Jamaica. He's from Trinidad. And people didn't know where Trinidad was. But they knew Jamaica because they knew Bob Marley. There is that association between the music, the sports, the people, and the country. A lot of people know Jamaica. Yeah, Cavani is not the brightest person on the planet. If you're from Uruguay and you know where Jamaica is, you ain't the brightest person on the planet. Because here's how it works. If you're from the US, and for example, you know what Lesotho is, or Mali is, I understand that. Because when you're number one, you don't really care who's below you. You may know where Canada is, but you know where Lesotho is. You don't know where Mali is. You know where some of these countries are. You don't really care. But if you're in South America and you don't know where Jamaica is, you're clueless. Like, seriously clueless. Like, you shouldn't even tell anybody that. You should be embarrassed with yourself. Embarrassed. Yeah, jargons. But the point I'm trying to make is that you can smash and grab a game, right? You're not playing well. The other team is dominating you. And you get a goal and you lock up shop. Yeah, I mean, jargons. I mean, for somebody to say they don't know where Jamaica is, it's asinine. Seriously, people. And it's not because, I'm from Jamaica per se. That's nothing to do with it. It's mainly because there's some countries you know where they're located or you know what region they're in. If you're saying, Cavani must have been joking. Seriously. If he really said that, he must have been joking. Because maybe Cavani thought all black people are from Africa, which the original they are, but I mean that the country. You shouldn't even put that what Cavani says. You shouldn't put that Tony Bush. That's as embarrassing as it gets. But he doesn't know where America is. Probably think Uruguay is the only country on earth. That is so embarrassing. Jesus. That if he actually did said that, I haven't seen that. That's really embarrassing, actually. You should not go out in public saying that. Then people look at you like you have no sense. I don't say you have to pinpoint it on a map, but you should at least know it's in the Caribbean. Right? And first of all, when I went to school, I would think this is like most other schools. You had to know, at least when I was going to school, you had to know all the capitals of all the countries in the world. At a minimum, if you know that, you should have some idea where the country is. That's bad. All right, people, we are at 7:48. We're 12 minutes away from game time. Cavalier Football Club from Jamaica, coach, managed, technical director, owner, Rudolph Speed. He's going to go up and match wits against Machirano and Inter Miami. Bless up, Brian Burke. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. If you say bid, that means you're betting, You must be betting on one team. People, hit the like button. Hey, Brian, hit the like button as you come in. And if you haven't hit the like button yet, people, please do so. None of these channels are showing the game, though, before 8 o'clock. That's weird. It says 8 p.m. It didn't say the game is starting at. Why aren't they showing pre-game shows? I'm on multiple channels. I'm getting the same thing. It says 8 p.m., but none of them are having pre-game shows. And the game is showing on Fox Soccer Plus. It's showing on ESPN in the Caribbean. It's showing on Disney Plus in some areas of the Caribbean. Even in Brazil, it's on about 5 or 6 channels in Brazil, including Sky Plus, ESPN 4. In Chile, it's Disney. It's even showing in China, in Jibu 8, Colombia, Costa Rica, Cuba, Ecuador, Grenada, showing in all the Caribbean. So that should be expected. In Jamaica, it's Disney Plus Caribbean and ESPN Caribbean. Where else is it showing? We have Puerto Rico here, which you'd expect is a U.S. domicile location. It's in Uruguay too. So I hope he's watching the game. It's in Venezuela. It's in Thailand. So if you are a Cavalier player, your game is being broadcast across the globe. You should be looking to make a name for yourself. You can get a contract to go to Thailand, for Christ's sake. See, Tony, who is a boxing aficionado and a world traveler, Tony was in Vegas a boxing match. He's in Saudi Arabia a boxing match. He's going to Ecuador and Peru. Interesting. Be careful, Tony. Those places I hear can be challenging. But if you're going as a tourist, maybe it's are you going one of those tourist trips where you're protected and you're in a group and they only go to the nice areas and don't see the real country? Or are you going by yourself? I think you normally travel by yourself, don't you? But I'm looking forward to the game, people. Cavalier versus Inter Miami. The big news is no Lionel Messi in the teams. My understanding that Messi had a abductor issue. It may be a precautionary measure being undertaken to make sure it doesn't get aggravated, but he's not in the starting 11. And I'm trying to find the lineup someplace. I still can't find it apart from Twitter. Okay, Tony says he's going to travel independently when he saves zones. I didn't know Cavalier had any fans, Ricardo Baggio. Cavalier have fans? People, 91 of you, 48 likes. Come on, people, hit the like button. Jeez, I feel big enough. Hey, on the Jamaican stay so. I don't love freeness, I don't like give away freeness. Me don't know some people stay saying that. I don't love freeness, I don't like give away freeness. People ask me if I like I don't make up in a face, but I don't love freeness. Jesus. Because you get the free now, you don't want to give me the free thing too. But yeah, I get. My prediction, I revise. You put me on the spot. My prediction for this game is that Cavalier is going to give a good account of themselves. I think Cavalier is going to give a good account of themselves. Seriously. Now, I don't even know what that means. Sorry, people. What does that mean? It means they won't embarrass us. They won't embarrass us. But I think it's going to be a tough night for Cavalier. It's going to be a tough night. I mean, think about it. They're playing a team with a lot of players who have played at the highest level. And Cavalier is a bunch of kids. Right? It's a bunch of kids. People don't realize, the average age of Cavalier is 20. That's unheard of. As Rudolph said, even though we haven't checked the facts on this, or this factual or not, but he says they're the youngest professional team in the world. It may be a stretch saying that, but they're a very, very young team. Lee Young says, okay, we just want to see if Jamaica have a potential playing Ian Frey. You can't judge Ian Frey tonight. That's like trying to judge players playing against Trinidad. I don't think you can judge Ian Frey tonight. We are, 7 minutes away from game time. If you just join us, we're here for the watch-along of the game between Cavalier from Jamaica, the Jamaica champions, and Caribbean champions, and Inter Miami, who, like Cavalier, in the last 16 of the Concacaf Champions Cup. And the big news of the night is Lionel Messi, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, football player of our generation, Not saying of all time, our generation, is not in the starting lineup for Inter Miami. My understanding was, no, Frey's there. Frey is Ian Frey, number 17. My understanding was that Messi had an abductor muscle issue. I was watching a program today. I haven't seen it officially. And so that may be a problem for him to navigate. Cavaliers have fans. So how come when Cavalier play in the Caribbean Champions Cup with the Caribbean team like Sabao, the only people in the stadium were some birds and the referee and the players and a few match officials? Why was that, Ricardo? Why is it when I see Cavalier playing, ain't nobody going to the games? That should be a good matchup, actually. King has a good chance today to show his worth. He's going to be tested. He's going to be tested, people. And let's see how he comes through that test. But he'll definitely be tested. It's a good game for him to... Because, look, King is coming to close to not being able to get a move, What is he, 24? Yeah, I think what Cavaliers need to do, what Rudolph needs to do, is employ a different strategy, right? He needs to move Cavalier to a community. So where's there a good community in the Kingston, St. Andrew area where they don't have a football team, and even if they have a football team, they're not in the JPL, and then build a fan base from there. Bless up Chris Roman. The game is on ESPN Caribbean. The game is on Fox Sports 2. In the Caribbean is ESPN and Disney. In the US is Fox Sports 2, Fubo TV, TUDN USA, foxsports.com. So it's on regular cable. Well, Drew Ross says King has an opportunity to quiet all the diaspora naysayers. Are they only diasporans or are there other people? All right, people. It's almost game time. They're showing up. Inter versus Cavalier FC. And it's showing up on the screen. And the game is sold out. I guess they anticipated Messi. It looks sold out, sell out to me, people. Put on these old glasses. It looks like it's a sold out game. And the colors are all Inter. When did Inter get all these fans? Or these are Messi fans who fly from all over the country to go watch, and then Messi didn't turn up? I wonder how that worked for Inter. Don't they feel disappointed when Messi doesn't play? I even see some people look like Jamaicans. Because I can tell the Jamaicans, from your profile, they have an Inter shirt. And they could be Jamaicans living in Miami, but they have an Inter shirt. Yeah, put down my glasses, actually. These glasses look like shade outside, but inside. I see Messi. He's in street clothes. He's meeting some dignitaries. He's basically saying, I don't need to play this team. I send my boys out to go do a job. Yeah, but they're showing Messi in the crowd. You said they're empty seats? I don't know. I didn't see any empty seats. I got to look. Yeah, Messi's there. They just showed him. He is there. I thought they said ESPN Caribbean was showing the game. That's not right. I'm not seeing that. Or maybe they're going to bring the game exactly at 8 on ESPN Caribbean. A lot of Miami fans are there, though. Inter Miami, I should say. And quite a bit of kids, too. Again, if you're just joining us, we're here for the watch-along. Arsenal versus PSV. I'm sorry. I had flashback from Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm sorry for that. It's from Tuesday. It's Cavalier versus Inter. I hope the score is not Arsenal vs PSV score, because if that's the way, that means Cavaliers ESV. Oh, I see some Jamaica shirts. I see two fans have on Jamaica colors. I see Busquets. I'm seeing a few players from the Inter Miami team. I want to say the Cavalier team as yet. There's some Jamaican people in the stands, people. I've seen 6 Jamaica fans so far. I'm counting them. Especially when we go to games when Jamaica is playing, you can count the number of fans. No, I didn't see the Cavalier jersey. They forgot to print them. I see Mascherano though. I see 8 Jamaica fans so far. See? 6 and 2, 8. Counting them. And a lot of Inter fans. Looks like Busquets is the captain tonight. Cavaliers just look young, though. They're babies. I see Avery. I thought Avery should start the game. He's a good player. No, he didn't play one of the games, right? More recently, so I think he's probably injured. And Richard King is the captain for Cavalier. I see King there. Should be an interesting game. Hopefully, Cavalier will give a good account of themselves. I'm optimistic, people. Optimistic. The Cavalier will play well, give a good account of themselves, go back to Jamaica with a chance to turn the leg over. Force Messi. Cavalier has to force Messi to go to Jamaica. Even though I think he'll go to Jamaica anyway. Next week? But they need to push him to go to Jamaica. $69 are great weather. We talk about jargon. There's 69-degree weather is the best weather to play in, people. Unless it's really humid. It's a good weather. Jamaican guys should love that. And not playing in Cincinnati where it was probably below zero. Or below freezing, I should say. Cavalier team look young though. So they don't have to be starstruck tonight. They're playing against Suarez and Busquets, but they don't have to be starstruck tonight. They have a bunch of. There's no Messi out there. I wonder how the players feel they're not going to play against Messi. That must be disappointing. Must be a relief and a disappointment. Boy, Cavaliers team just looks small. Very, very, very small. So if you just join us, we're here for the game between Inter Miami, led by Busquets, because Messi is in street clothes, and Cavalier, who's been led by Richard King, who is also a member of the Jamaican national team, who played very, very well against the U.S. when they lost 4-2 in St. Louis. Late last year. Yes, we have about 8 so far. I counted. There's some empty seats there. Actually, I thought it'd be more. I thought it was more crowded, but I don't realize there's some empty seats in the stadium. But it's a halfway decent crowd. Unlike Jamaica, which is sold out. Yeah, you're probably right about that. I think he's a talented kid, though. I think he'll show up in this game. By the way, we can't complain about the turf because the turf looks good. So it can't be a turf issue. I'm looking forward to see Richard King play tonight. Hope it's a clean game. Nobody gets any red card. And the Cavalier got a good count of themselves. We're almost at game time. So the starting 11 there for Inter Miami is Oscar, Sergio, Telasco, Luis Suarez, David Martinez, Ian Frey, Jordi Alba, Tadio Allende, Benjamin Crimachi, Maximiliano Falcon, and Federico Redondo. For Cavalier, it is Bartlett, King, Lang, Calvin, Reed, Atkinson, Ainsworth, Allen, Richters, McCleary, and Shaquille Stein. It should be a good game. It's interesting, the profile of the Miami team, actually. Look like it's an all-Spanish team, for Christ's sake. I mean, Ian Frey's not Spanish, but Martinez, Suarez, Govia, Busquets, Alba Allende. This is a Spanish team. They built a Spanish team. Yeah, Lone Wolf. They'll appreciate playing against some. They can always tell their grandchildren play some against some of the better players. You don't have to say where they were in their career. So we have Bartlett in goal. The defense, Ainsworth, King, Lang, McCleary. So we're playing a back four. Then we have Richters, Reed, Allen, and Calvin. So he's playing 4-4-2. And then we play Stein and Atkinson up front. So interesting. Let me see if Atkinson can stay healthy. Yeah, well, he's going to be too busy trying to chase Busquets to learn from him. I don't think I'm going to be learning much from him tonight. And showing Messi again, talking to a couple of officials. Even the referee looks Spanish. Not a good look. I see what's his name? Talking up to Suarez. Was that Stein? Suarez probably telling him, watch how I move and learn from me. All right. Game about to start, people. Cavalier versus Inter Miami. And we have VAR tonight. And the VAR persons are from Mexico. Cavalier went long. Inter Miami coming forward. Cavaliers playing I don't know what they're playing yet. They don't look like a mid-block. They're just backing up. No pressure on the ball. I think that forward playing up front is running too much too early. That's a poor ball. That Cavalier should have won that ball. He waited for the ball to drop before he ran. Yeah, that's not a good turnover. Just join us. We're in the second minute of play. Cavalier versus Inter. Lee Young says can't take the disappointments. Ball is outside. Throw into Jamaica. That was Richters. I don't know why he kicked the ball that way. Oh, they play with composure. That's all. Cavalier with the ball. When it going inside, good move. Brilliant ball inside. Bad touch by the player. He had a chance to go forward and got dispossessed. Inter Miami coming forward. Playing the ball around. Cavalier now dropping very, very deep. Oh, they have a chance already. Wow. Where were the Cavaliers? What was the Cavaliers' defense? They had a chance to hedge the box and probably should have done better with that play, actually. How are you going to be cold at 69 degrees? See, a while ago, the player just miscontrolled the ball. Foul on the Cavalier. Player free kick the Cavaliers. Who was that? Was that Stein? He has an easy control and not controlling the ball. So we are in the 3rd minute, and Inter hasn't scored it yet. They haven't scored as yet. So Cavaliers are doing well. Richard King with a free kick. Look like they trying to go along. That's really poor, actually. That's poor. You gotta do a better job with that free kick. Very, very poor. Inter Miami coming forward. Number 14, which is Martinez. Inter making some sloppy mistakes. Here comes Cavalier. We give away. We turn the ball over he has the ball dribbling, and he's got a yellow card already. He has the ball and he can't control the ball. Like, seriously, you have the ball and you're just running like a madman. Like, really? And that's a bad step on Busquets' toe too. It's a bad step. Look, he's not in the instep. On the ankle. He probably got a red card for that. I think he slipped on the turf. I'm not sure they were in the right turf, actually, the right boots. Yeah, and that was a bad decision he made. He has the ball dribbling in and just run into no man's land with it and mess up. Like, he had no pressure. The first touch, I realized, people, hey, coaches in Jamaica, the thing that I realized a lot, Jamaican players' first touch, poor. In general, poor first touch. Suarez get dispossessed. Cavalier is going to go long. Here come. Good block. Cavalier playing the ball, actually. Trying to playing well. No, bad decision. You should have come wide this way. Got the ball to the left back Stein. He's coming forward, trying to beat his man. Wins the ball again, coming forward, still going forward, trying to cross. Good cross. Cavaliers a chance. He should shot over the bar. Poor shot. That was poor shot, actually. He had a really good chance to lean over the ball. The poor shot. You got to do better with that shot. When you get a chance, you got to take a chance. Someone say it was 69 degrees. 69 degrees, people, is best weather to play football in. Inter not playing well, you know. And Cavalier trying to attack. That's a poor pass. You get a chance. We just turned the ball over for no reason. You control the ball. You have time to play it. And you just take a shot. You just kick the ball long for no reason. And Busquets and Suarez getting too much time on the ball. Especially Suarez. He's getting a lot of time on the ball. So Miami with the ball. We're in this We're now in the 7 minute and 1 second. 8 minutes of play. Game tied at 0. Cavaliers holding their own, actually. Trying to go too long. Oh, what a horrible decision by the defender. He played the ball back into play. Almost cost his team. Look at that. Poor control again. The control of these players got to be better, people. Killing us. When you're playing at a certain level, control has to be basic and fundamental. We can't control the ball. Now, look at the field. I'm not sure if they have the best cleats on because they're slipping, but the control is poor. The same thing in the Trinidad game. No, they get opportunity to go forward. They're not taking it, but the control is killing them. Just controlling the ball. Uh-oh. That pass was just too long. Are they nervous? It could be, but I'm saying, are you nervous controlling the ball? Really? They're just trying to kick the ball long with no thought, right? At least they're kicking the ball in the direction of their own player. So a while ago, the player just, as Suarez made a bad control himself, he stepped on the ball because he got the best true pass from the defender. Carried the ball deep in the corner. Come on, referee. Linesman, that's a foul by Martinez. He's not calling it. Yeah, I agree with Stein. That was a foul a while ago. You got to stand strong forward. So in a 9th minute of play, Cavalier 0, Inter Miami 0. Dwayne Atkinson playing. He's out there, number 10. Inter Miami coming forward. Ball played out. Turn over Cavalier with the ball. They're going long again. I think the game Cavalier is playing is counter-attacking football. They just want to go long. They're not even trying to play the ball at the field. When they get it, they're just going to kick it long and hope their two forwards up top can reach it. I'm not sure that's going to work, though, because they're going to be running all night. They're going to get tired chasing the ball. At some point, you got to try to keep the ball. The field is nice. You can play around. It's a good surface to play on. These games are not difficult, people. When people giving you room to play, look, they have the ball now, going long again. I think that's a strategy. It may work. They got to do a better job putting the ball over the top, though. That's the strategy. They win it, they go long to Stein. Yeah, I think that's the strategy, actually. That's the strategy that they're employing. Yeah, it's a kick and run football, long ball. It's like Jamaica. Jamaica's a little bit better, though, on that. Okay, the defender has... Miami's not even pressing hard. They got to do a better job, people. Come on. People got to move to go get the ball. They have room. No cranky what, Roman? They have room. Seriously, they have room to play, people. Miami giving them room. These Miami people ain't going to chase you. Go run and get the ball. There's space on the field. I can sit right here and see space to go pick up the ball and do something with it. Come on. Can't just get the ball and kick the ball back to the opposition and go chase it all the time. Got to mix up your play. Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, actually, the way they're playing. I was going to say we. The audacity of me to think about how Cavalier is playing. But Miami's not playing great to me. Yeah, they're keeping the ball, but they're not playing great. They just easily beat the winger a while ago. Oh, my God, it's a penalty. Nope. He said he dived. It looked close, actually. It's going to be VAR. It could be a penalty. We'll see what happens. And the keeper throw the ball right back to Miami. You can't be self-destructive, people. You're being self-destructive. All right, take your time out. You have the ball now. Don't go long. It's going long again. They're trying to find Stein. He may get this ball. No, he's not getting it. So that's the strategy. I get it and I kick it long, but you're going to burn yourself out all night. They sometimes have room to play the ball short, and they don't. No, he dived. He should have got a yellow card for that, actually. He dove, and he should have gotten a yellow card. He made a good move, but he dove. He should have got a yellow card for that. Seriously. That's poor by the ref. Yeah, I agree, Chris Roman. That should be a yellow card. The referee should give a yellow card for that. That was Frey, number 17. Now, defensively, they're doing okay. Good defense. Yeah, we're just looking to kick the ball up the field. You know, this is like 1930s football. We just want to get it and kick it up the field as far as possible away from goal. And they get it and come back at us. I'm watching it on Fox Sports. It's on Fox Sports 2 in the US, or on you can watch it if you're in the Caribbean on ESPN Caribbean. So if you just join us, we're in the 14th minute of play. 13:35, Inter 0, Cavalier 0. No clear-cut chances yet. I think Inter have been in some dangerous positions. Yes, FS2. Inter coming forward. They have chance. They have time. I think Cavalier can burn himself out, the way they're playing. Because you need to rest on offense. Cavalier win the ball, coming forward. He has time. He's going to go wide. Very good pass out wide. The defender and he's bringing forward. He's coming forward. They're going to beat his man. Beat his man. It's actually a corner to Cavalier. I think Calvin is trying to beat his man too much. He's not looking up. So Jamara Calvin, I think he played for the national team, didn't he, against Trinidad? I think there he could have done better. He has his man one-on-one and he's not beating him. He's got to beat him. He's got to give him a fake or something. And I don't disagree. I disagree with you, BM. I think he can coach. He has a strategy and he's sticking to his strategy. You think that's the best way to beat them? Yeah, no, that's not the coach, Tony. He's very focused on getting the ball at the field as quick as possible. That's him. Shot by Cavalier, went for a throw-in. Now, he believes in the long ball. 1970s football in England, that's what he believes in. Which is kind of old, but yeah. They're showing Messi in the stands. He ain't playing no football anytime soon. Throw into Cavalier. Cavalier players they're a little bit weak, I admit. I think they just got to calm down. Stein, you need to go to the gym, Stein. You need to go to the gym. You and the physicality is not working. You need to go to the gym. You're a little bit weak. The defender bounce you get bounced off. And Inter just try something. 16 minutes in, Cavalier holding their own, people. This maybe end up being 0-0 game. And Messi has to play in Jamaica. Cavalier going long again, over the top. Ball headed out by Inter Miami. Neither team is playing with any sense of comfort. Inter plays it up to over the halfway line, but then when they get to the final third, they're not making very good decisions. Inter coming forward now. This is looking dangerous on the wing as his man isolated, trying to come in the box. Good read by the defender and plays it out wide. And what did he do a while ago? What did the defender do a while ago? He won the ball clear. He has time. I don't understand these people. Be honest about this. You can't win the ball. The goalkeeper of Cavaliers is down. Look like he has a problem. You win the ball. You have no pressure. This is like amateur football. I'm getting frustrated. You have no pressure and you just kick with the damn ball. What's that about? You under no pressure at all. And you just kick with the ball. I don't understand that. That's a nonsense. You have time and space to play the ball and you just kick it away. And you see you make a pass and your man was nowhere inside to get the pass. I don't understand that. I think Cavaliers could be doing better than they're doing now. Seriously. They could be doing better. Yeah, but they come back right near life, You kick it out to your left and you come back. As you kick it away, you come back right away. Maybe Cavaliers a strategy. Take some time off. We're in about 18 minutes. Take some time off, the goalkeeper, stretch your legs, and let the team regroup. I'm seeing the play again. The defender wins the ball. He made a good pass out. He won the ball again, and I have no idea who he's passing the ball to. Seriously. I'm just watching a replay of that. Yeah, Tony's very amateur, very amateur. Well, they're amateurs anyway. They're supposed to be pros, but they're amateurs. But it's basic stuff. I'm telling you, people, this is a game you want to play as a footballer. You got space. It's nice surface. You have players around you. You have time to move. Trust me, this is the kind of game you want to play in. Nice surface. Weather is good because it's not 70 degrees. They're just kicking the ball away. And I know that's how Rudolph wants to play, but you got to mix up the game. Inter Miami coming forward, looking dangerous. Ball cross over, headed up by King. Wasn't he off the field when he headed the ball a while ago? Got to be a corner, right? Yeah, I think it's a corner to Inter Miami. Thought the defender was off the field when he headed the ball. Yeah, but that's his strategy, BM. It's not like it's embarrassing. That's his strategy, which is he believes his forward is quicker than the two defenders. They get it, they kick it long, they sneak, they have a goal, and then they can try to lock it down. I think that's the strategy. Corner to Miami. We're 1944 in. Corner coming over. Headed out by King. Headed out again by defender. Cavalier is athletic, though. Oh, good ball over. Going to be a foul against Cavalier. Against Stein. I think Stein will get a chance to go at the defense tonight. I think he's going to get a chance tonight. I'm almost 100% sure Stein is going to get a chance to score tonight. Will he take it? Don't know, but he's going to get a chance. Because Miami is pushing their players up, right? When you're playing that position football, you leave yourself vulnerable to the counter. He didn't say if we have talent in coaching, though. He said if we have talent in coaching, Smith. So we have talent in the football. They probably need some guidance. I think he got to mix up the game. I think he's doing disservice to the kids, but just going long all the time. Yeah. I don't think there's any relations. The kids are athletic, though, and they're covering a lot of space. Let's hope they don't run out of energy at some point, but they're covering space. But Miami's just walking out the game. They're not even running hard. It's like athleticism against technicality. That's good move by Cavalier. Win the ball. He just win the ball and give the ball away again. That's what I'm understand. They win the ball in good position to counter and just kick the and just bad pass. If you hear me being frustrated, it's because I think they have a chance to win this. They have a chance not win, but they have a chance in this game. Miami's not playing well. Don't kick the ball away. It's two of you. Good play down the line. Cavalier coming forward, looking across, and he passed the ball to nobody again, people. Jesus Lord. The decision that they make is ridiculous. Coach started talking about moment. No, it's not about no damn moments. It's decisions. Poor pass when they have chance to make better passes. They're playing well defensively. He's coming forward again. Cavalier coming forward, goes inside the stand, who came from offside position. What did he do? That change stank. I might pick up speed. I think what Cavalier has done really well is anticipating the ball. Miami just walking out the game in the people. They're not running. I'm just getting frustrated watching this nonsense. Like you're winning the ball a lot. Miami's turning the ball over for whatever reason, because Cavaliers is doing really well recovering, but you just give the ball away. It's a hard watch. Look at that. He win the damn ball and just kick the ball to the defender. Let's stop watching nonsense here, man. Hey, Miss Cyrus, I missed it on stream tonight. Seriously. Miss Cyrus, I did that stream here. It's a joke thing. You win the ball, people. Rudolph speed. All right. I'm sorry to be sound for frustrated people. Inter is playing nonsense too, because Inter, a while ago, that cross, that ball should be a tap-in. The kids are winning the ball in good position to counter, and they just kick with the ball. Miami ain't playing nothing. All right, Tony. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Jesus Lord. I know the game looks simple on TV, people, but I'm telling you, if you're playing on that surface with the space they're getting, they got to do better. They have the athleticism. They got to do better. Miami ain't playing nothing. I'm sorry, I'm starting to get frustrated. I just don't understand. I don't understand, seriously. Cavalier coming forward again. Yellow card referee. Has to be a yellow card. The Miami player to Busquets. Yep. Busquets get a yellow card. I'm telling you, these kids have a chance tonight if they play smart. Miami, to me, probably is not the same team without Messi, but the athletics-wise, Cavaliers is 10 times ahead of them athletics-wise. They're old men. Can't run. They're playing walking football. All the kids got to do is show more composure. This game should be no 8-0 game. Miami ain't paying no 8 game. Cavalier getting a chance to counter, but they're not taking advantage of it. Good ball over by Richard King. Keeper coming for it. Poor. Looked like good ball initially, but wasn't. Poor cross. Here's the understand, people. In football, so when you win the ball, you got to know where you are when you win the ball. So when you win the ball, you know what you need to do. Do I need to boot it out because of 50-50 ball? Do I need to pass it? When I win it, where's the opposition? Where's my teammate? Should I dribble? Should I pass? Should I turn? We get the ball, we win it, we just boot it away. Like, you know what? And if I kick it far away, it's going to stay away from me. That's not the way to play football. All right, let me just do like a regular commentator. Miami coming forward with Frey. I'm sorry, go back to Frey. Frey's go back to who is that? That's what? Falcon. See, Miami's just walking out the game. They're playing like they're going to Sunday school. 25-minute in. Cavaliers 0, Miami 0. Miami coming forward. And they're trying to break down the Cavalier team. Great defending by Cavalier. Ball played out wide. We're being come in the box. The defenders are anticipating well and just kick the ball back to This is a hard watch. They win the ball in decent position. They sometimes have no pressure and just kick the ball back to Inter Miami. BM, if they play smart, they can get some out of this game. If they play with more composure, they're gonna work them. They're gonna run themselves into the ground the way they're playing. Good ball. Miami's not playing anything. Miami's walking out the game, and the Cavaliers have room through the middle. You look at how the field is set up now. Miami's putting like 6 men forward. There is nobody in the middle. You get the ball in the middle of the park, you can do a lot with it. You look at Miami's setup. They almost like a 4-6 formation they're playing. Once in a while I see Busquets, but they have room to maneuver. Look, he passed the ball to the man. He's not moving to get back the ball. So he can't get back he passed the ball to the man outside. He's not making any move, any width to give the player a chance to pass back the ball to him because he don't want it back. I'm very proud of Cavaliers, though. 27 minutes in, they haven't given up a goal, even though I don't think Miami's been great. But I think Cavalier has shown more than may have been expected, given where we are in the game. But they got to play better, and they're gonna tire themselves out the way they're playing. Miami's playing poorly. Look, he just kicked the ball away again. Ball out wide. They need Avery on the field. I'm telling you. Great ball over to Calvin. Brilliant pass. Calvin controls. He plays the ball inside. They have a chance to shoot. Poor pass. Come back. Plays out wide. Put a far post now. Good. Great cross. Oh, he missed a sitter. Oh, my Lord. That's a header. He has to head that into goal. There's no need for the foot. Oh, my Lord. That should have been a goal. Brilliant build-up by Cavalier. Ball played out wide. Left foot in the box. Oh, my. He tried to use his left foot. Why are you using your left foot? That's Calvin. Why are you using your left foot? That's a baby goal, people. He has to score that. That's Calvin. No, head the ball in the goal. You don't use no foot. You will never get a better chance than that. Never. That's a baby goal, people. He has to score that. He's using his left foot. So Cavalier have a strategy. The keeper is going to go down at various points in the game, I think after each 15 minutes, to give himself a rest. He has to score that. If he head the ball, people, he can't miss it. He tried to use the left foot versus his right foot because the ball's coming across him, right? That's the first thing. Probably has no right foot. If he put his head on the ball, just lie down on it, it's a goal. And if he scores that goal, Miami is under pressure. So maybe the strategy is working. I think athleticism is showing better than being technical. Yeah, Tony, that's a sitter. He has to score that. I mean, it's so perfect to score because it's coming so quickly. Anywhere you touch it to the goal, it's a goal. The keeper has no chance. If you put your foot or your head on it and it hit the goal, he can't save it unless it just ricocheted off him. He has to score. He has to head the ball on the goal. There's no need for him to, because the ball is, he had to put his foot up, So therefore, it's right in the path of his head to head the ball on the goal. Really, really poor, people. Really, really poor. If you haven't hit the like button, people, please hit it. You know what? I'm encouraged by Cavaliers' play. Very encouraged. I mean, in the context of Miami is not playing well, and they had the best chance in the game. Look at this. He's on the 6-yard line. Don't be hitting the ball. You chose the wrong option. Because what and people, the strategy is working. The strategy of Speed's employee is working. What he's doing is the field gets stretched, right? So he's going to isolate 2 of his wingers against 3 of their players, and he think they're quicker than them, and he can get behind them. And it's proven right so far. It's proven right so far. Even though I think they can play out from the back sometimes. Yeah, I think Avery would add a lot of value, BM. I'd agree with that. That was such an easy goal to score, though. Jesus. By the way, I think King is playing well. He's very calm. And King is making the pass, He's not just kicking the ball away. He's not the one kicking the ball away. A Cavalier coming forward again. Looking for a pass. He has the man. Oh, he made the wrong pass. He made the wrong pass. He has to go inside. He has to go inside a while ago. He went outside instead of going inside. Calvin is getting a lot of latitude on the other side of the field, He's got to be careful, though. He's on a yellow card. He's jumping on the man's back. He's got to be careful. He's on a yellow card. The score is 0-0. We're in the 31st minute. Speed has a strategy. He tell the keeper to go down every 15 minutes to give himself a rest and to recover. And the keeper's acting, he's not doing any work because he ain't made a save yet, people. Realize that. The Cavalier keeper hasn't had to make a save all night. And Cavalier should be up 1-0. If you just join us, we're in the 31st minute. Cavalier is giving a good account of themselves. Miami has been really poor, but Cavalier also should take credit for that because they have been defensively really playing well. I think what happens is Cavaliers' athleticism is allowing them to recover when they get beaten, even in their box. Miami's playing the ball, trying to play through them, and the defenders are reacting at the last minute really well. Yeah, I think those two got to do better. Oh, that was close. Cavalier coming forward again. Telling the man to go forward, but he's not moving. Oh, brilliant ball. Brilliant ball. This Cavalier had the ball. He can go wide now. Cavalier now have the ball. He's in the box. It's chance for Cavalier. Oh, he tried to cross. Oh, ball hit off the post, off the upright. He made the wrong cross, but that was a chance there for Cavalier. Wow. Ball hit off the upright. That could have been a goal right there. The ball hit on the wrong side of the post. Cavalier was almost up 1. And Stein was right there too, and the ball didn't bounce in his path. It bounced the other way. Miami could be down 2-0, people. If Rudolph beat Miami, can't talk to Rudolph again. They better leave Jamaica. That should have been 2-0. Miami, Cavalier giving a good count on themselves, people. I think if they just play with a little more composure, they'd be so much better. They're just rushing. They're getting chance after chance. They're just rushing. When they win the ball, they're rushing. They don't need to rush. They're playing against an old team who can't run. Their athleticism is showing. They recover quickly. They're putting a foot in. They're going in hard. I'm proud of Cavalier. Regardless of what the score is, people, even though I think they can play better. Stein is waiting for the ball. Instead of going to the ball and meet the ball, he's waiting for the ball. He's not playing well. I'm going to take up number up on the field. He's not playing well. But Rudolph Speed should be proud of his team. And the strategy he's employing, it works. But I think the strategy got to be more selective. It's one-dimensional. Sometimes you got to play the ball on the ground, and sometimes, you know what? You put it over the top. You can't go 24/7 because then you turn the ball too much over. You got to work too hard to get it back. Miami with the ball trying to come forward. I think Suarez is getting frustrated. Miami just trying to walk the ball up the field, you know. Trying to walk the ball to the defense. Cavaliers are trying to plug all the gaps. Miami with the ball coming forward. Playing the ball around the box. I think Stein got to react better on the ball. He's sitting down. He's not. When his team win the ball, he got to put himself in a position to get the ball. Miami ain't create one chance yet, people. Cavalier has 2 sitter, not 1.5 sitter. Cavalier has been the better team as it relates to chances. 35 minutes in, Cavaliers 0. Cavalier, not Cavaliers. Cavaliers 0 and Inter Miami 0. Hey, and I can't tell me nothing. Cavalier deserve praise, regardless of what the score is. That pass was just a little bit too long to Calvin. Wow. And I don't think he looked up well enough to see where the ball was, to see where the goal was. Miami coming forward. Miami making a lot of mistakes too. Cavaliers anticipating well. I'm telling you, they're anticipating well. But their pass out is poor. Stein is not giving the people enough. He's not giving the players. Good win by King. Was a good win at one point. He's not giving. When you're playing that for Stein is playing, when your team win the ball, you got to give them room to get the ball. Not doing that. Cavalier coming forward. They have room. Miami can't run enough people. Good ball inside. Turn. He has pass. He's going to go wide over the top. Didn't need to do that, actually. He didn't need to do that. He had room to dribble the ball. There's a lot of room. Let me tell you something, people. When they beat the first on the Miami defense, they have room galore to maneuver. Miami is not running. When they beat the first on the Miami's defense, because they play the ball over the top, they have a lot of room, but they're not taking advantage of it. They're going to regret tonight's game. Given the way they're playing. They could have come away with something out of this game. Miami trying to go along. Ball went by Cavalier. They have the ball again in the middle of the park. He has time. I have no idea what he's doing. What? Jesus. I don't know what Richter's is doing. Get the ball and kick the ball over the top. He made a brilliant cross the last time, but that ball a while ago, people, when you have room to dribble, you dribble and the defense have to come to you. Right? When you have a room to dribble, if the defense is stay on your man, you know what? Let him stay there. I'm going to dribble past it. I'm going to dribble and let him commit himself. Cavalier win the ball. They have room. Cavalier coming forward again. He has a chance to go forward. As his man wide, he's going to shoot. Oh, Jesus, Lord. They're playing like 20-year-olds. That was awful. Cavalier getting so many chances, people. And chances, and look at the situation. He has the ball. He made his man off the kick. He could have crossed to the far post, you know. And he's nowhere near the goal. If some of you guys are trying to, that was Allen. If some of you guys are trying to get a contract, you ain't get no contract playing this way. You get time and space and room to do something in that. The defense is holding up well, actually. Especially people like King, the two center halves. They're holding up well. Miami coming forward again on edge of the box. Plays the ball out wide to Frey. Trying to cross to the far post. Somebody got to challenge him. I think Cavalier's trying to get tired, you know. They're starting to get tired. I can see that. They just got to settle down. Keeper, go down and see her hurt again and allow them to rest. You know, I get no muscle contract. I don't know cramps. And I don't most of it get muscle contract. See, nobody's going to pressure him. Keeper going long to Stein. Cavalier going over the top, trying to find Calvin. Calvin out there one-on-one with the defender. Plays out. Oh, he won that ball. Miami trying to come forward again. 39 minutes in. Cavaliers holding their own, people. The game is tied at 0. Oh, look a while ago. The defender won the ball and the ball. That was Ainsworth. He won the ball easily. Just got to won the ball because Miami's pass is not getting to the destination timely. When you win it, that means they're on the back foot and you're not using it right. Frustrating. Look, speed strategy is working with the exception of it doesn't have to be the one thing they do 24/7. You need to mix it up. Because the defenders are in good position, right? Defenders are in good position. And the objective is you win the ball and you go along to my two forwards up front. Problem is, sometimes they're not in good position, or sometimes you can dribble the ball and force the defenders to move, and you're not doing that. I think the main thing they got to work on is decision making and control. A brilliant ball by King, and the man he miscontrolled the ball, right? Brilliant ball by King, and he miscontrolled the ball. The control and decision making, people, control is basic in football now, people. I don't care how young they are. Control killing them. King looked good, by the way. King is playing with composure. If anybody gonna get anything coming out of this looking really good, it's King. Cavalier coming forward again. Brilliant move by the defender. That should be a yellow card, referee. He bamboozled Segundo. Segovia, I should say. That was Rickster. Cavaliers is doing really well, people. They could win this game. Literally win this game. And if they come out of this with a 1-0 or a tie game, they can go back to Jamaica, no matter who's playing, whether Messi goes or not, feeling confident. We're in the 42nd minute. This is you're in the Watchalong Cavaliers. Well, I'm sorry, Cavalier versus Inter Miami, and Cavalier is holding their own. They are tied at 0 with Inter. I think defensively they've been well prepared. I think what they're doing really well, which is really good, because they're so athletic, when the pass is being made, they're anticipating it and they're covering the spot. Right? Come on, King. Come on, King. You got to do a better job than that. You won that ball really well. It's an easy pass. You make that in your sleep. Come on. You should be finding Atkinson with that ball a while ago easily. Ball played over the top. Ended up by the Miami defender. Miami look good on the ball, but they can't run. It's athleticism against technicality. Technical against athleticism. FS2 football, if you're in the US or if you're in Jamaica, ESPN Caribbean. Bad decision by the midfielder. Bad decision by the midfielder. Got caught at that position. Try to win the ball upfield versus staying in front of the man. Yeah, Stein is not, his movement is not great. Cavalier coming forward, have a chance to do something with this ball, play the ball out wide. Oh, what a move. Stein was on his heel a while ago. He could have reached that ball. Come on, Stein. Come on to offside position. 44th minute in. Inter Miami hasn't created one clear-cut chance all night. Cavaliers has had two chances. One at the upright and one where the player played outside. He should be burying that. Inter Miami coming forward again. Trying to play what Cavalier has done really well is anticipate the run off the ball by the opposition, and they're covering up that space. So when players are trying to go for 1-2, their defense is already going back in their own goal, which Inter hasn't really realized that they probably should not try to go to behind. They should play in front. Cavalier getting tired now. Inter coming forward. Good win by Cavalier player. Brilliant move. Brilliant move. Cavalier coming forward. He will not reach this. Cavalier players are quick. They're putting pressure on them. They're trying to make passes that are not there sometimes. They're like, that pass a while ago was never there. Never. Good defending. Very good defending by Lang a while ago. Very good defending. But his clearance was poor. Very good defending. He anticipated where Suarez was going and cut him off. These players can't run with these kids. But these kids are not playing with composure. Miami's just walking people. I'm telling you. One of the Miami players down hurt. So if you just join us, we're in the second minute of extra time. And the game is tied at 0. No, you know, Jargons, you see in life, when you get an opportunity like this, you got to take it. You can't waste it. You have to take it. And they can win this game tonight. You probably can win this series, frankly, the way Miami's playing. If this is Miami team, they can play in Jamaica, they can beat this team. The problem I have with Cavalier is this. The kids they're working their tail off. You got to give them credit. They're working hard. They're quick. They anticipate well. They're reading the game well, especially defensively. 25% possession doesn't matter, Romans. You're away from home. Look at Liverpool against PSG. They had about 30-some%. But they're the only team. Miami hasn't created any chance to score tonight. Even with their 75% possession, most of it is outside the final third. So when you get a chance to win the ball going up and you have to pass the first line of defense, you got to take your time. On Frey, not seeing enough. He's not getting enough pressure for me to make a decision on him. No, King looked really, really good. That's how King played football. By the way, those of you who beat me about King, I want you to watch composure on the ball. He's the only player out there that's showing extreme composure. Some other players are doing decent that way, but some players, especially the offensive players, are rushing too much. They're rushing too much. No, the cameraman not showing the Jamaicans, actually. Not seeing it. Oh, brilliant touch. The Cavalier players are playing as if their life depends on this game defensively. Look at that ball away go over the top. And is that Lang who got a touch on it? They are very aggressive people. In this game, it's not a possession game. What you're trying to do, you're trying to score and lock it down. That's what you're trying to do. You're playing away from home. You're trying to score and lock it down. And they're trying to play counter-attacking football, which is Miami have a lot of people up the field. It's the right strategy, but the problem I have with the strategy is when you win the ball in a good position to do something dangerous, then do it. Don't just kick it away. Frey got to play smarter. You're deep in your half, Frey. Don't try to beat the man there and turn the ball over. Miami is frustrated, but they haven't done anything to do well. They haven't done anything in this game. Cavalier should be up. Good play by the Cavalier defender. Going long. Stein with the ball. What kind of control that, Stein? Take your time, man. Take your time. Take your time. And Jesus. The kid win the ball really easy and just give the ball away. Calvin now have it. Beat his man real well. Cavalier 2-on-1 coming forward. He's going to shoot. Oh, brilliant ball. Oh, miscontrol. Oh, wow. That was close. That pass just had too much sauce on it. And Frey came across and saved them. It was a 2-on-1, ball played down, played inside to Calvin, and the pass was just a little bit too long, and he has no right foot. That's part of his problem. He ain't got no right foot. That could have been another, but Cavalier getting chances, people. I'm telling you, counter-attacking football, when you have the ball, you get complacent. AJ Russ, they're doing 10 times better than anybody anticipated. People are predicting 8 and 4 and 5 and double. They should be ahead by 2 minimum. Minimum 2. They should be ahead by 2, seriously. Yeah, he's out there, but maybe I don't see his number. He's number 8, but I'm not seeing it. The people I'm seeing really well is King, Stein, Atkinson, Rigters, Calvin a ton. Calvin probably been the best play. Well, it's a mix, right? Calvin should have scored, but Calvin looked dangerous. Because even though Calvin is playing the right back, he's overlapping a ton. And what Speed has done is figure out where the weakness is for Inter Miami, and it's on their right side. And he's using that. Cavalier players down. You got a kick in the back, it looked like. Now Akins is working hard. Or Reed is the one got hit in the back. Oh, that was a foul referee. That's poor by what's his name? Can't pronounce his name. Krimarshji. That's free kick to Cavaliers. 45 minutes. After this free kick, it's gonna be halftime. Hey people, me no care what not game out. Big up to Cavalier. Yeah, Speed did his homework. Very aggressive, very athletic. Good cross by Cavalier. Oh, he missed. Goal! Goal by Cavalier. Boom! Cross came in, far post, and it looked, is it Stein who scored, or was that, who scored that? Was that Stein? Initially I thought it was, yep, goal by Cavalier. Cavalier should be up 3. It's not being close. I'm telling you, people, Cavalier to me has been the better team offensively, even though Inter Miami dominate the ball. 1-0 Cavalier. Cross comes over. Oh, damn. I wonder if they would call that player offside because he tried to head the ball, He was in an offside position. The one that tried to head it was in an offside position, but did he really interfere with the play? That's the question. Yeah, they're calling for offside. We got to see what VAR says, people. Let's see what VAR says. The player who scored wasn't offside, but the player who was trying to head the ball went over his head, did he interfere with the play? Let's see what VAR says. I never celebrate until VAR says something. With all Speed is happy, but let's see what he says. Yep. I saw that. The player who tried to head the ball initially, the question is, did he interfere with the play? Because he was in an offside position. Yeah. It's going to be a tough one for VAR, actually. But knowing VAR, they want Messi to go through, so you never know. The first cross that came over, the player who played the ball was an offside. When the ball went up, the player who tried to head the ball, was he interfering with play? And because he was probably in an offside position, just offside. But let's see what happens. If VAR taking that long, they should give the goal, frankly. If they're taking that long, they should give the goal. But let's see what happens. Now, the team is waving the crowd to get up, but VAR, you're taking too long. If you're taking that long, then you can't call it offside then. They're not showing 2 and 3 Jamaica fans in the crowd. Come on, give them the goal. And if you wave that goal off, you got to explain why you're waving it off. Cavalier is doing phenomenally well, to be honest, regardless of the outcome, people. It doesn't really matter. Let me see something. Yeah. But no, his hand, I'm not sure he's offside, actually. The player who played the ball wasn't offside to me. The ball was kicked already. When the ball was kicked, he wasn't offside. But the player was trying to head it. His arm seemed to be in offside position. But the player on the other side looked like he may have been in line with him. You can't give a goal on that. You can't give an offside on that if you're struggling so much. You can't. You can't give an offside to me. It's got to be a goal. No, Nitro. The question is, the player who tried to head the ball initially, when the ball was played over, the player who jumped to head the ball, was he in an offside position? That's the question. Because then you can say interfere with the play. But to me, if you're taking this long, then it has to be a goal. It's taking too long. He's trying to tell the ref what it is. I don't know what they're saying. Yeah, then I try TFS. I mean, that's the same thing too. You have to give the goal. Pete, come on, VAR. This is a joke. Seriously. Don't try to find anything VAR to say, and Rudolph is frustrated on the sideline, and he should be. It's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. We can't spend all night here. If you're trying to find something that's not there, it looked like he's going to give the goal. Wait. Why are you sending him to the monitor? Why are you sending a ref to the monitor for a goal? What's he doing? Why are you going to the monitor for a goal? That makes no sense. Nobody goes to the monitor for a goal. Oh, there's a problem on the sideline between. Why are you going to the monitor for a goal? People, that makes no sense. He's saying the player was offside who tried to head the ball. That's the one I called before, right? He's saying he was offside. His arm was out there. The player who played the ball wasn't offside. And he tried to head the ball. That's the problem. The player who was offside tried to head the ball. That was a bad decision on his part, actually. There was one player trying to head the ball. They're not going to give the goal. They're going to say he was in an offside position when he tried to head it. So interfere with the play. But he really didn't interfere with the play, to be honest. You don't send a ref to. I have never seen that in football. You don't send a ref to the monitor. You make a decision as VAR and tell the ref what the decision is. That's crazy. He's not going to give the goal. I'm telling you, he's not going to give the goal. He's going to do this thing. Yep. Not going to give the goal. Nope. Not giving the goal. Bunch of thieves. That's ridiculous. I have never in football seen somebody go to the monitor to give an offside. Because, I mean, they can say he was interfering with the play, but the other person's hand was in the same line. That's ridiculous, people. That's thievery at its max. I'm sorry. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. That's why when the Caribbean has no influence in Concacaf, zero influence in Concacaf, people, They have the most teams in Concacaf, zero influence. That is an awful decision because you can't tell if that player arm was further than the other player behind him, right? And the question is, did he interfere with the play? I'm not sure he did. That's sad. You make a decision as a VAR. It's either offside or it's not offside. It can't be, you gotta go to the monitor to look and explain. That's nonsense. Wow. You know what? My Cavalier has to recover. That's ridiculous. Seriously, people. So upsetting. Cavalier has to recover and come back. I just think that's so damn unfair in CONCACAF. Hey, Caribbean people and Caribbean administration, JFF, Grenada, St. Lucia, you guys have to vote out these assholes and go run the region because you have the most votes in the region. You guys are getting manipulated and managed. Bless up, Tony. Good night. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, my brother. Have a good night. Before you leave, Tony, have you ever seen somebody go to the monitor for offside like that? I've never seen it. Maybe I missed something. So here's the thing, Dr. Dunn. So decisions are made on the field. If you can't figure out if it's a goal or not, then it has to be a goal because it was given as a goal. If it was given that it was not a goal, then you can't say it should be a goal when you're ambivalent about the outcome. Right? If you said he interfered with the play, then was he truly offside, or did his hand in line with the defender's hand? Because that's the only player they're calling out, And you can't send somebody to go look at the monitor that you're looking at. You tell them when it's offside or not. That means you don't know the rule. Then why the hell are you in the VAR machine? Why are you in the VAR room? It's crazy. That makes no sense. And you spend how much time trying to figure this out? What kind of bullshit is that? I don't like to see things that are unfair in life. You can't convince me that you should give a goal on that play. I said this before, that the player who was the furthest further, and the player probably, he shouldn't offside either. That's a bad move on his part, regardless. If you say interfere with the play, then call it initially. If you think he was in offside position, even that wasn't clear and transparent. I don't like these things. I don't like these things. That's not a good thing. It is robbery, Dr. Don. If you can't, here's what the rules basically say in football nowadays. And they tell you this. The game is decided on the field. You hear that nowadays all the time. If you're unsure about the outcome, you can then overturn the decision on the field, whether it's adverse or positive. They have to send the ref to the monitor. This is not a foul, where is it a red card foul or not? This is a goal, and you're calling offside, and you have to ask the ref to come say if it's offside or not? I don't get it. And they have 2 Mexican people in the VAR, people. You have to be very careful. You got to put 2 people in there or independent. I'm not sure they're independent. No, Dr. Don, be careful of that. I said Lewis Kelly should have been sent off against PSV. I said it from he made the tackle. No ambivalence. I am very fair, Dr. Dan. Lewis Kelly against PSV the other day, I think we were up 2-0, should be given a second yellow card and a red card. That's not even debatable. What the ref did for us was criminal. I called him out. I'm not one of those people who, because it go in my favor or not, I'm going to go the other way. No. That's nonsense. Lewis Kelly should have got a red card. I don't agree with this decision a while ago. You can't convince me otherwise. That's nonsense. I'm not even sure his hand was out because the defender hand was in his position. I got to see that again, people. They need to show the line. Why is the TV showing the line? Why the TV showing the line? TV should show the line across. Let's see the defender say, okay, he's saying his hand is ahead. I'm not sure it's ahead. The hand that's down below, there's a defender. So the white is more prominent. And the Cavalier play high and is high, right? Like this. The defender hand is down low, but it's also probably in line. We need to see that line. They're drawing the line in the wrong place. They draw the line in the wrong place. It make you don't want to watch football anymore because this is nonsense. By the way, people, 98 into 170 is not 1 for 1. So if I have 170 people watching and only 98 likes, that's not working, people. You guys don't want anybody else to watch me on my tirade. By the way, you see me supporting Cavalier though, because you guys beat me, so I'm gonna like Rudolph. Nonsense and not talk. Me want Rudolph win tonight. I'm a vex. The vex people. Nonsense that. Nonsense. So, Dr. Don, you believe that it should not be given? Dr. Don, that's a fair point you're making. I understand what you're saying. But did the player go for the ball? Was he truly offside? Because they draw the line in the wrong place. You know what they did? They draw the line and cut it off from the defender here, and they show him here. You go back and look at that line again, people. It's a very funny line they draw. They cut off the defender hand here and say that's the line. Maybe they should have used some kind of shoulder thing, which is hard to take. But the defender's hand is much longer. It was like here, they cut it off. Go look at the line again. No, it's your prerogative, Dr. Dan. I don't agree. If they're taking that long, something is wrong. Sorry. That means they can't make their mind up. I don't know what the ref decide. I need to hear. You know what they should do? Like they do in the EPL now? They should explain why it's offside. I'm not going to say it didn't affect the play, right? Because if you're going up to head the ball, and I expect you to head it, I may not react right. But I think even that is subjective. The line wasn't straight. I'm telling you, I need to see the line again. But Cavaliers had themselves to blame. They probably that player should not who's trying to head the ball. He should not be offside either. He's not even in the damn play. That's the problem about that. And second of all, they should have scored 2 already. Cavaliers could have been up 3-0 in this game. Easily 3-0. And Rudolph Speed and his team can be very proud of their performance because everybody said they're going to get 6 and they're going to get 8 and they're going to get 5. Was that with or without Messi, people? Because Miami dominates the ball. They ain't done nothing. Yeah, Rob Smith, I agree. If Cavalier play more exposure, they win this game easily. I'm telling you. If they play with more more composure, not exposure. If they play with more composure, they win the game easily. They get the ball in the midfield a lot of times, and they just waste it. Look, Dr. Don, I understand you. I said that earlier, right? That he may be interfering with the play. But sometimes what they say, you know what? The ball could not be headed, and therefore they won't call it. You see sometimes a player take a shot, and they say the player's in the line sight of the keeper. Sometimes they give it because they say, you know what? It didn't affect the play. Calvin missed a sitter. He should have scored. And then, what's his name got a shot? Was that Atkinson? No, it wasn't Atkinson. The one that hit the bar, I think that was Calvin again involved, where he crossed the ball and it hit the upright. That ball by Calvin, though, he's got to score that. Jesus, that's a bad miss. If you're Rudolph Speed, you must be thinking, I could start counting that money for the final 8, and we're giving it away. They're showing the Calvin miss like 4 or 5 times because it's hard to miss. Why would you go with your left foot? The decision he made makes no sense. If he used the inside of his right foot, he taps the ball in the far corner. Look at that ball. That's a perfect ball. You could head it. He could do anything except from what he did. It's as bad a miss I've seen in a long time. Seriously. Anyway, it's you know what? When I first came to watch the game, I feared for Cavalier. Now I'm fearing for Miami because they look awful. Yeah, I guess he doesn't, but you can't put the outside. You can't use the outside of your boot or your left foot trying to hit the ball like that. Doesn't make any sense. You have no control. Why go with your head then? Why not go with your head? Why not go with your head then? That don't make any sense. Nah, he tried to play the ball, but the ball wasn't in. The play on the head ball and the cross, he tried to play the ball. That's why I called it first. I said maybe offside. I thought I called it real early, actually, if you go back and check. But I think the goal should be given. I don't think you could say interfered with the play. And I think even on the offside, they were struggling. They draw the line and it didn't work for them. They come up with something else. I'm telling you, the Caribbean is poor in terms of how they manage Concacaf. Because this is all about money. They want Messi to go through. You can't convince me otherwise. I'm sorry. You can't convince me otherwise, people. But anyway, we won't even do any stats, people, because we know what the stats look like. This is when you get a chance like this in life, people, you got to take it. And Cavalier is not taking the chance. They're not taking a chance. They should be up at least 2-0 in this game. At a minimum, 2-0. Very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. So let's see what these stats say. If I can find them. Since we're at halftime. Let me see if I can pull this up. Even though I don't really care what the stats say because, to be honest, Cavalier should be in a better position. Let me see if I can pull this up, people. Very, very disappointing. So these are the stats here. Let's see what they're saying here. They have Lang, McCleary, and Reed and Ainsworth all getting over 7. I think King deserves over 7 also. And then if we look at the stats here on the right, on the left, I should say. Let's get on here. So it's 67-33 in terms of possession. Now, that's why I have a problem with SofaScore. They're giving them 3 big chances and Cavalier 2. Which game are you watching? Which game are you watching? They get 3 big. Where did Miami get 3 big chances? Which game are you watching? Who the hell is putting this together? That's why I sometimes complain about these people who do the analytics. They didn't get no 3 big chance. How many saves did the keeper make? How many shots they took on goal? This, I can't talk about this stats. This is nonsense. It's crap. Maybe look at the possession stat. They made 691 passes. Cavalier made 339 passes. Where? Is this the right game? This don't make no sense to me, Star. What game am I having here? I have the wrong game. I figure it's a wrong game. This is wrong game. I apologize. And now I believe what happened to me, people. It's one of them crazy night. I'm trying to pull this up and pull up the wrong thing. Referees out, players are out. So I'm getting discombobulated. All right, I won't go over this because the players are back out, so it doesn't make sense. I apologize for that. I pulled up the wrong stats. I was wondering, talking about big chances, doesn't make any sense to me. Me cussing SofaScore. Players are back out, people, for the second half. If you just joined us, Cavalier can go home now. They have done themselves proud. They ain't got to play one more step. They should have been up by at least 2 goals to 0 in the first half. Inter Miami has been as lucky as you can get. I hope Cavaliers still have the energy to finish this game, you know. I think what they have done is they're getting out to the players quickly. They're not waiting. They're getting out really quickly to the players. Player just got dispossessed too easily. Good play by Cavalier. Referee says no foul play on. We're in the 46th minute between Cavalier and my Inter. Score tied at 0. Cavalier coming forward. Calvin again. He has room all night. Play the ball down. Very good play. Cavalier coming forward. Don't offside player. Stay onside. Cavalier have a chance now. Coming forward. Shot. Poor shot. Poor shot. They play like kids. They do play like kids. The composure you need is not there. Cavalier. Miami has been poor. Stein coming forward, has the ball out wide. Just put it in the box. The only 2 people in the box. Trying to beat his man. He's weak. He's a very weak player. Very, very weak. He needs to go to the gym. The defense has been brilliant for Cavalier, by the way. Brilliant. Cavalier, slow the ball down. Miami's doing nothing. They're walking. They can't run with you. Right now, Cavalier is open in the middle, though. Trying to come forward, open in the middle. All right, settle the ball down. Cavalier the ball. Play the ball back to King, who's very much playing like a captain. Very composed. Very composed. His passes are very, very good. Trying to play the ball down. Cavalier coming forward against Stein. I don't know what Stein come off people in field. Come off people in field. You don't know why you do. Come off people in field. You've been poor all night. Come off people. Come off field, Stein. You have no idea what you're doing. Seriously. You've been weak. Rudolph, you got to take him off the field. He's hurting the team. He's hurting the team. Getting the ball in good position, and he does nothing with them. Nothing. Those kids are working their heart off. The worst thing you want is some player out there not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Playing weak and just turn the ball over. Miami coming forward is going to be dangerous. Good recover. Was that Reed? Very good recover, actually. They got to settle down second half. They're making too many mistakes. They got to settle down. They're getting tired, too. You can see it in the legs. They have to settle down. They got to regroup. Yeah, Stein has been poor. Look weak. Don't have any idea, no creativity. He just... I would put on Avery forward instead of Stein. Put Avery out wide. Yeah, he's poor. Miami making a change when the player who got hurt in the first half. Corner to Miami. Wow, that was close. If you just join us, we are watching the game between Inter Miami and Cavaliers. Score tied at 0. And Cavaliers had a chance to go up in this game, and it hasn't materialized. Throwing to Inter. Deep in the Cavalier half. Good win by Cavalier. Come forward. They have it now. He's got to play him through. Take too long. Cavalier with the ball. Still have it. 2 against 2 out wide. Ball out to Calvin. Kind of running this man. Going to go down the wing and try to cross it. That's what he should do. Turn it over. Ball back to Inter. Going to walk up the field. Cavaliers have a lot of players forward. Got to be very careful. They didn't get caught on the counter. Even though, frankly, Suarez can't run that far to beat nobody on the counter. Good win by Cavalier. Coming forward again. And he turned it. He win the ball. He had no pressure to give the ball away. I do think that, good defending. That was close. That could have been a cross of Suarez for a goal. I do think these kids really have to, the mental part of the game has to be there. Because they're getting the balls in great position. And instead of just expressing some composure and taking their time, they just turn it over. Very disappointing. Inter with the ball out wide. Good ball by Cavalier coming forward. That's a foul by the Inter player. I think Inter is getting frustrated. I don't think they expected to have this kind of game tonight. I think they're getting very frustrated. The way this game is going, if Cavalier had some more composure, more technical ability, it'd be a different game. Richard King, by the way, is looking so easy out there. It's like he's at home, relaxed. Yes, Cavalier, play the ball out. King is so comfortable. And then we just kick the ball away. He almost gave the ball away, did a really great job beating his man, and then the other defenders kicked the ball away. When they had space in the middle, they should be beating this Miami team. Seriously, people. This game shows you that you need more technical ability coupled with your athleticism. Miami coming forward. Cavaliers win the ball coming forward. Good move by the Cavalier player trying to go along to Stein. There's no reason to do that. My frustration with Cavaliers, when they win the ball, just use the ball more judiciously. And Cavalier players down. And Miami's not stopping. They're going forward. This is dangerous for Cavalier. The player looks like he's down and hurt. I think Stein can come sit down beside us. Nice, Stan. Hey, Triple E, you see that some people Triple E actually understand no football and no players Triple E, right, Triple E? Would you give Cranky some credit with King? Because he looks like one of the better players on the field. Now, a while ago, unlike that chance he took, the player almost anticipated what he was doing, but he's playing his normal game. He's not rushed. If everybody in the Cavalier played like King, they'd be in a much better position. Much better position. I think it's Stein that's down. I would just take him off. Is that Stein that's down? He hasn't had the best game. So if you just join us, we're in the second half of the game between an Inter Miami team who are struggling against Cavalier. Score is start at 0. And frankly, Cavalier already. What the hell? Dennis, you're coming in the middle of the game. I'm doing the game, yes. So why aren't you on the stream, Dennis? Why aren't you on the stream? All right, later. That's my friend from Florida. I wonder if he's at the game, actually. I don't think he's at the game. Cavalier with the ball, trying to come forward, play the ball inside. Yeah, play the ball around. That's a foul referee. That should be a yellow card referee. Cavaliers get more comfortable with people. I think these kids actually believe now that, you know what? We can beat this team. What is Frey doing? That's a really bad tackle on his part. I think they're getting frustrated. I think Miami's getting frustrated. Look, he's got to be doing credit. He's got to get credit for his 20-year-olds matching up against a team that has a lot of very good players who are past their prime, but still good players. Some of these players are not hurting themselves now. I think Reed is doing fine. King has been brilliant. The defense in general, Lang has been brilliant. They're anticipating where Miami is going, and they're doing a really good job. Come, keeper. Come for the ball. Keeper, what are you doing? Come for the ball. Keeper trying to go. They're trying to hit Miami in the break, but they're giving the ball away. Because Stein ain't holding up no ball. Stein ain't holding up no ball. Pass the ball to Stein is a waste of time. Unless the ball is on the ground in the channels. Who are you talking about, BM? Yes, BM, I agree with that. And for those who are more about King, I keep telling you guys, Cranky knows football talent. I don't need nobody to tell me who is good from who isn't good. So I'm going to gloat about that one. And tonight is just another example of him showing his quality. Because he looked like one of the better players on the field. And he's the only player for Cavaliers not rushed. Cavalier coming forward and won the ball. Play the ball wide to him. Don't wait. Jesus, you waited too long. You killed the play. Cavalier coming forward again. Have the ball. They trying to beat him going forward. Cavalier the ball across it. Oh, Stein trying to. That was a good build up by Cavalier. That was a good opportunity, actually. Really good opportunity. They could have scored on that too. The ball was just behind Stein. He made a good attempt to play it in. Only one yardie. Frey is on there. Ian Frey. He playing right back. Cavalier coming forward again. Stein with the ball. It's 3 against 2. It goes wide to Calvin. Bad decision. He should have took the ball to the Calvin trying to dribble. Pass the ball, Calvin. Pass the ball. I know you can't go back. And now they have a lot of room. The game is getting stretched, people. Really stretched. Really stretched. Cavalier losing the shape they're playing in. They got to go regroup. Speed got to call them back in and say, look, that's not how we're attacking. When we're attacking, we can't leave ourselves vulnerable. Miami just walking the people. They can't run. They're just walking. They're playing the ball very comfortable. Good what a tackle by Lang. What a tackle. That's dangerous. Brilliant tackle, though. I think there's a corner to Miami. Bless up, Dennis. Good evening. Thanks for joining. Hey, Dennis, that means you're not watching the program now, Dennis, because if you come, no. So, Dennis, how come you're not at the game? Please explain. Adidas sponsor. I don't know who sponsored Cavalier, actually. Corner to Miami. Ball headed over, hit the bar. Goal to Miami. 1-0. Is that ball go outside, though? Miami just scored off that corner. They had chances to clear it, and they missed it. Let's see if the ball go outside. I thought the ball may have gone outside. And the defender played it back in. But that was just a bouncing, lucky goal, actually. Yeah, well, they impressed me defensively, and they impressed me with their energy, but their control and their composure has to improve if they want to get something out of this series. Because they could win this game easily. Now, let's see if the ball went outside or not. Ball hit off the bar. I don't know if the ball went outside, you know. That's close. It's close. And was that player offside at the near post? Was he offside? Was he in an offside position? Nah, he wasn't. He was in an offside position, but he wasn't in the play. Yeah, the ball went through a bunch of bodies. He was in an offside position, but he wasn't interfering with the play. The ball hit. I can't tell if the ball went outside or not. That's a close one. Keeper could have done better, though. Could have done better. They have to freeze the ball to see if it went outside or not, as far as I'm concerned. They need to freeze it. They need to freeze the ball. I don't know if it went outside or not. It may look like it didn't. They need to freeze the ball to see if it went outside. That's what they need to do. Can't just say it didn't go outside. It needs to be frozen and stopped. Because, yeah, the player used his body to hold the ball, but did the ball go out? They need to check. They got to stop the ball. They got to freeze the frame to see where the ball was. And they're not showing us a good angle either. They need to freeze the frame. And they're not showing us that freeze frame. Rudolph looks stressed. If Cavalier doesn't come out of something in this game, they're going to be hating themselves. They're going to be really mad at themselves, and they should be. So if you just join us, we're in the 62nd minute of play. Inter Miami just scored. They're checking to see if the ball was outside. They gave a goal. It's a goal. They've gotten a goal. They didn't show us a freeze frame. So why aren't we showing the replay, people? What the hell are these television people doing? Why don't you show the freeze frame and show where the ball went out? This is a joke. It's a joke. Why are we not seeing a freeze frame on? You show the crosses 101 times, a goal scored. You're not freezing the frame to say the ball went or not. You just skip that. So who's the producer who's running this thing? This is a joke. I know you guys want to see Messi playing still, but it's a joke. Miami's not going to put on some legs, take out Busquets, who can't run anymore. It's going to be a tougher game for Cavalier now. They're putting on legs, younger legs in the midfield, who can run more. It's going to be a more difficult game for Cavalier. What Cavalier was enjoying was a bunch of more seasoned players who can't run, like Busquets, maybe technical on the ball, but they can't run. Cavalier deserves something from this game. It's unfortunate. But they got to play smart. I know they're young, but they got to play smarter. That's the thing about Jamaica football, you know. Even though the strategy is to go long, you have to go long when the opportunity is to go long. Nah, I don't think you should make any changes. I mean, maybe Stein, but I don't think you should make any changes. I don't think that's the reason. I think the issue is they're not playing with composure. Composure is the biggest problem. Floodgates ain't opening. No, if you make changes, you just need legs on the field. You need legs on the field. So King and Suarez have issues. I think Suarez ran to the keeper for no reason. Like King went boxing. Don't do that, King. And Suarez always in something. Always. Even his old age is in something. So the keeper had the ball back. Keeper got the ball. He's way out. And then he runs into the keeper for no reason. No reason, people. Trust me. There's no reason to hit the keeper. What the keeper should do is just barge into him. That's what he should have done. Yeah, the composure. Suarez got a yellow card, by the way. There's no reason for him to run to the keeper. None. Inter hasn't impressed me, by the way. Sorry, they haven't. If Cavalier had more composure, they win this game. Yeah, he ain't gonna buy King. He buy the keeper. Cavalier win the ball. He has time. Who are you passing the ball to? Who are you passing the ball to, son? Who are you passing that ball to? That ball was never there. That pass was never there. You got to show the composure thing is sad. Come, Rudolph Speed, make a change. Bring on Avery. I bet him company feeling do something. Brilliant play by Cavalier coming forward, but they got dispossessed. I think it's time for a change now. In 66 minutes in, time for a change. Miami just made what? 2 or 3 changes? He's got to make a change. Now BM, he got a card. He got a card out of it. He got a yellow card. There was no need for him to hit the keeper. All right, cover it. You have the ball. Comfortable with the ball. Ball into Stein. Stein just weak. Weak. Man playing like he's Jesus Lord. The ball coming to him, he doesn't protect the ball. He doesn't protect the ball. He just run and get hit and he just fall over like a marshmallow. Gotta go to the gym, kid. You're young. Gotta go to the gym. Good move. Calvin is a very nice player. I think Calvin got a lot of potential. Calvin has potential. He needs to get stronger, but he got potential. If I look at the players on the field, we know King already. Great ball by King, trying to go over the top. That was the right idea. And just need a little bit more height on the ball to go over the defender. But that was the right idea, actually. What Cavalier tried to do in this game, people, is they try to isolate, spread the field, try to go wide to the wings when the defense overcompensate. And they're having a lot of success with that all night. And Miami hasn't changed. Well, on some porridge. You know, porridge or sugar, right? Stein can come, though. If Rudolph, we should take Stein off the field. He's not adding any value. He's giving him diminishing return. He should take him off. So when I do my post-game analysis, I got to beat Rudolph on that. I love his strategy, by the way, but I don't think his team's executing the way he wants to. See, they're starting to walk now. They need to change defense. They need some change. They need a couple changes. They need a couple changes. They're getting tired. '69th minute in, Miami 1, Cavalier 0. Those were predicting 8 or what the score was. Frankly, Miami's lucky to be ahead. King. King is so calm on the ball, people. He looks like the best player on the pitch, to be honest. Miami coming forward again. Trying to work the ball through, play the ball out wide to Alba. Alba looking for a pass. Miami now is very comfortable because when you're upping up people, you're relaxed. You can play more relaxed. And now Cavalier is going to be chasing. He needs some more fresh legs on the field. And people like Stein are taking up space. They're now playing the ball through. They're breaking them down. Yeah, Cavalier is now scrambling, people. Scrambling. Scrambling, really scrambling. Miami is now very comfortable. They're playing the ball around the box. They can try things. I would agree, BM. when you're that composed as a defender and you're playing so well, you need to play at a higher level to really test yourself. Corner to Miami. Why isn't Avery on the field? Why isn't he bringing Avery on? When I saw Avery played against, the Dominican Republic team, he was the better player who came on and changed the game. Rudolph hasn't made a change all game. Good ball by King. King has played really well. His passing is really, if everybody on Cavaliers could pass like him, they probably walk this game tonight. Definitely walk this game. Yeah, I mean, when you score Jargons, you can take more risk, you can be more comfortable, you can play around, you can play your game. And Cavalier getting tired. Okay, now Miami player looked like got hurt. Miami they're just walking the ball now. They're very comfortable. Come on, Rudolph, you got to make changes. You need to make about 2 or 3 changes. You're taking too long. You're in the 72nd minute. Your team getting tired. Make the damn changes. You got quality on the bench. And Stein has shown you nothing all night. So now Miami's going to play the ball in the middle part. They're very comfortable just playing the ball around. His team is walking now. They're not moving with the same number of energy because they've been working all night. That change should have been made. Every change should have been made 10 minutes ago. Stein should not be on the field. Stein is not doing anything. He don't have no trickery. He ain't got no pace he's showing. What the hell is the keeper doing? What the hell is the keeper doing? What is the keeper doing? You got a right to cuss him. What the keeper doing? Who is trying to pass that ball to? The ball was handed by Suarez. The referee should have called that, actually. Suarez can't even run people. Suarez run like he has a limb foot. The keeper got the ball. He's making 2 changes. Avery coming on, and who are coming on? Is that so? Adrian Reed is coming off. I think Reed worked hard. Shamar Watson coming on, and Avery is coming on for Reed, and who else is coming? And Stein. Stein should have been off the field a long time ago. Stein, you need to go to the gym, Stein. You're weak. You got to go to the gym, son. This is a different type of game. I bet Avery do something in this game, people. I'm telling you, I rate this kid. If he gets enough ball, he'll do something. Miami making another change. This is Miami's 4th change, So we're in the 74th minute. And Cavaliers are down, or Cavalier, not Lears, done by 1 goal to Inter Miami. Inter has not impressed me. Yes, they play the ball around. Yes, they dominate possession. But frankly, Cavaliers should be up. And they score off a scrambling corner. They have another corner. Headed up by Cavalier. Good turn by the Cavalier player. That's got to be Calvin. Calvin is impressive. Play the ball over the top. Cavalier player chasing him. Let him kick it out for a goal kick, for a throw-in. That was Frey a while ago. And Frey looked like he pulled something too. The whole Miami team pulling up people. Looked like he has a groin issue. And he's playing like it, Jay. So throw into Cavalier deep into Miami half. If you're Cavalier, if you go down 2-0, you're going home thinking you can beat this team. And frankly, you should have been up. Corner into Cavalier. Oh, ball dropped on this 5-yard line and nobody touched it. That's criminal. No Cavalier player was inside to touch it. Really good corner. Nobody headed it. That's probably too much swerve on it. No, King is better than Goodison. I know you guys are going to kill me on that. Goodison was a more physical player than King. King is a much more composed player with a better passing range than Goodison. Goodison was more old-time defender. You assume Messi's going to Kingston. Messi may not be going to Kingston. So throwing to, is that a Cavalier? 76 minutes in. Miami leading by 1-0. Get the ball to Avery. Get the ball to Avery. Why you turn the ball back inside? Play the ball to Avery. What are you doing? And then you're cursing your teammate when you should be passing the ball. I hate when people do that. They make a mistake and then they're going to trying to blame somebody else. Instead to play the ball wide, you're trying to beat somebody when you need to beat them. Cavalier fighting hard, though. Go right to Avery. Come on, Avery, do your thing. Avery trying to cross the ball. Team calling for a handball. Let's see what happens. VAR is there. Cavalier players calling saying should be a handball, but not sure if it was actually. Cavalier won the ball back, got pulled down. Should be a foul against the Inter Miami player. The thing that Cavalier is doing well, people, it looks like Speed teach him this. When the ball is passed to the opposition, you run towards them. That could be a handball. Let's say if it was a handball. I think it should be a penalty. It should be a penalty. The ball hit up on his hand, but he controlled the ball with his hand. Yeah, it's a penalty. It should be a penalty. There has to be a penalty. No? What am I watching? Didn't he control the ball with his hand? He used his ball to hit his leg and then in his hand, didn't it? What the hell? I got to see that again. Oh, maybe I'm watching the wrong game. Yeah. Cavaliers should be winning this game, seriously. Miami may look pretty and they pass really well, but athleticism-wise, there's no... That's why Jamaica should be doing really in soccer, in football. Because athleticism-wise, there's no comparison. Athletically, there's no comparison. Now, some of these players are very seasoned for Inter Miami, and they don't have the legs. But you just need a little more technical ability, better control, more composure. They win this game today. And the defense for Cavalier has been stellar. Lang and King and McCleary, they've been good. Yeah, no, that should be that's a penalty, Ramos. That's a penalty. If you control the ball with your thigh and you're up on your hand, it's a penalty. As I'm saying, the Caribbean teams have no influence in Concacaf, so it's a money thing. Messi has to go through, so they're going to do what they do. And that may sound like a conspiracy theory. I think it's a fact. Small teams doesn't get the call. You can't convince me that wasn't a penalty. Unless they say the ball didn't touch his hand at all. But it looked like it did to me. I agree with that one. Miami, look, I think this team can beat Miami and Jamaica. What Rudolph Speed needs to do is tell his team, you know what? When you get the ball, relax. That's the most important thing. Relax. And move off the ball. Cavalier with the ball trying to come forward. Avery. We need to isolate Avery one-on-one. He's gonna do something. Avery coming forward. Brilliant. Oh, I thought it was going to be a brilliant ball. He tried a pass which wasn't there, actually. Not a good pass by Avery. I think he moves on to control the ball too. I agree with you, BM. I need to see it again because we weren't totally clear, but it looks like that to me. Inter has not impressed me. And Cavalier's energy has impressed me. I think what Cavalier has done really well, they've been well coached. Cavalier coming forward. Play the ball in front of you. Don't dribble the ball. Cavalier coming forward. Play Avery in. Play Avery in. Play Avery in. Jesus. Avery with the ball. Play too far. Come on, Avery. You got to beat this man. Great cross back. Good charge by Avery. Poor pass, people. He had Avery open. Just the roll in his path. He sent him wide. The play breaks down because of that. Those small details can cost you games. This Inter Miami team is there for the taking. They're there for the taking, trust me. Inter Miami coming forward. We're in the 82nd minute. Inter coming forward again. Poor pass by Inter player to Avery. Avery coming forward now. He has room. He has time. He goes. He makes a terrible pass. Terrible pass. That's the thing. The composure is not there. He had time. His men running wide. He's got to get him in. Calvin running wide, and he made a really bad pass. It's almost like their feet are heavy. Their legs are heavy. Yeah. Like Avery had a really good. The ball to Avery before was too long. Those little subtle things Cavalier's not doing right. If they were to go watch a tape, they'll see. Inter Miami coming forward. Oh, defender made a horrible mistake and give away a goal. Defender Lang made a horrible mistake. 2-0 to Inter Miami. Horrible mistake. Ball played to him very simply, and he passed the ball to Suarez. Awful goal to give up. Awful goal to give up. That's horrible goal to give up. That's simple. The ball passed to him really easy. You just got to control the ball. They play like they in preseason. That's a horrible goal to give up. Ball come forward. Suarez got lucky. The ball ricocheted off him. Ball played back. Look at this. He passed the ball. And defender trying to control. You know, can't control. No try control. Kick out the ball. You can't control. No control. Awful. It's killing Jamaica football. Can't control the ball. Can't control the ball, people. The most basic. You know what? You take these kids and show them how to control the ball. You can't give people like Suarez. Can't give people like Suarez those chances. That's a bad mistake. That's an awful mistake. And he was having a good night too. All he had to do was kick the ball out. Why is he trying to control it? You haven't been controlling it all night. You're not king. Let's kick the ball out. And now Speed making 2 more changes. Way too long for making change them. Team I get tired. Should I make the change them a long time. So Richter's coming off. Bad changes. Bad thing. I thought Atkinson had a decent game, actually. It's a really good goal by Suarez, though. But that defender, that's awful that he did. He actually passed the ball. He's the one who set Suarez up. All he had to do was kick the ball out. He's trying to control something poorly. The control thing, people, is a problem for Caribbean footballers. Can't control the ball. Can't control the ball. Yeah, I think Speed way too long to make some of the changes, to be honest. People like Stein were having an awful game. Got to take him out and put somebody on who can probably do more damage. He has decent people on the bench. They're young, but they're decent. They may give up more goal because now they're trying to get a goal. They should just sit back and try to just take the 2-0 back to Jamaica. Don't overcommit and create problems for yourself. Look at this. They're wide open again. And then they're rushing now. Oh, come on. He interfere with the play, referee. He interfere with the play, referee. I don't care if you run past the ball or not. We're in the 86th minute. Inter Miami leading by 2-0. Well, I say this. Cavalier can walk out with their heads held high. I mean, losing no consolation, but at least they lost with some class if they lose the game. I think Avery should have come on a long time ago, though. I'm sorry. Look, he's playing with some composure right there. Good idea by King, but that pass was never on there, King. Yeah, we can't control the ball. It's poor. So Suarez tried to beat the kid. He lost the ball. The kid says a handball. I need to see that again, too. And then I don't know what the defender did a while ago. I have no idea what he did, what Lang did. Yeah, rough night. Brandon Webb. Hey, Brandon Webb. I hate to tell you this, Brandon Webb. That's football. We can actually watch the game and make our own decision, Brandon Webb. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We think the change should be made earlier because we're watching the game too. That's our prerogative, right? Good playing. I think Cavaliers just want the game to be over with. They're not rushing. I'll take by the 2 love and then see if we can get score 2 in Jamaica. Or 3 for that matter. Problem they have is they didn't score any goal and they don't have an away goal. McCleary's down, got hit in the face. Well, I haven't watched him a lot. When I watched him against Sabao, I thought he was good. So I didn't see Stein do anything tonight, by the way. So you guys gotta tell me, is Stein a good player? He did nothing for me. Come on, King. We're wasting the ball now. Those kind of passes got to be better. At least the subs are coming on and running hard, which is important. If you just join us, we're in the 89th minute. Inter Miami 2, Cavalier 0. No, Avery was there before Andre. Frey had a decent game. I can't say he was overly impressive, but he had a decent game. McCleary coming forward, 90th minute, and he just give the ball away. Like that's kind of hard to do, you know. That's hard to do. You win the ball in the right side. There's nobody in sight, and you just pass the ball to the opposition. It's almost like you're playing Boti, as they say. That's awful. Cavalier getting real tired, actually. They're getting tired. Like King has the ball. Give the ball to 6 and take the ball back. Let the defense move. Midfielders don't want the ball. Avery coming forward. Avery against Frey. Avery dismissed Frey. And he fouled him. Avery. And Frey came back again. He should have been fouled the first time. It was fouled the first time. See Brian Burke? Avery does have some skill. And get a yellow card out Frey too. Yeah, they could have won this game. Avery's down and he's in pain. Oh, that's a bad tackle by Frey. That's a bad tackle. That's a really bad tackle. Really, really bad tackle. Dangerous tackle too. That's a bad tackle by Frey. He knew he wasn't going to get the ball. He took out the player. Now, Cavalier, don't leave yourself vulnerable. There is 6 minutes of extra time. You don't take the free kick. Make sure you have enough man back to cover if Miami wins the ball. If you just join us, we're watching the Cavalier versus Inter Miami game. Inter Miami leading by 2-0, and King just did something. Oh, that's heresy, King. That's awful. I don't know what you were trying to do. I don't know if you're trying to score or you weren't trying to cross it. That's an awful decision. Awful. Rudolph Speed can be proud of his team, actually. Can be proud of his team. They fought hard. His strategy was right, but his team didn't have the composure they needed to carry this out. They could have won this game. So those who were predicting 8 and 6 and 10, that didn't materialize. Well, coulda, shoulda, woulda, could have been anything, right? PSG could say the same thing against Liverpool. They dominated Liverpool, and it could have been coulda, woulda, shoulda too. And they're at a higher level. Cavalier players down. Ref says play on. What the hell is the keeper doing? Pick up the damn ball. Man didn't pass the ball back to you. He almost gave away a ricochet goal. Let's see what happened. Did Ben pass the ball back to him? Oh, yeah, he did pass the ball. It's a really poor pass, actually. Keeper trying to kick it. Almost gave away a goal. If you're going to kick the ball, keeper, kick it to the left. We have 2 minutes remaining, or a minute and a half. Cavalier down by 2-0. They should at least let me come with a draw this game. It's really bad decision. First of all, by what's his name should have scored. King coming forward. Play the ball out to Avery. Avery goes wide. I think King looked really good going forward, actually. He's the only one that's showing the composure needed. Well, I think he goes long because the midfielders don't want the ball. I think he goes long too much sometimes, but midfielders don't want the ball. They're not asking for the ball. They're not demanding the ball. No, BM, we're going to get Greenwood. We ain't worried about that no more. We're going to get the Messiah. We're getting the Messiah. That's not an issue. We're getting the Messiah. Speedy ain't old coach, no, Bacharano. Miami's old, and they look old. They look old and they play old. Cavaliers win every ball. If you're going to stay speed out coaching, then Rudolph needs to teach his kids composure. They could have won this game tonight. They lack composure throughout the entire game. They're controlled and they composure. They don't fall tonight. They should be winning this game. Miami didn't do anything to win this game. They dominated possession, but they were walking throughout the entire game. And Rudolph should take off Stein a long time ago. Stein was poor, weak and poor. I think the game is over. So that's it, people. That's the end of the game. Inter Miami 2, Cavaliers 0. I'm going to say this for Cavaliers. For those of you who are saying coulda, woulda, shoulda, stop that. You're predicting 6 and 8 and 10. They lost 2-0 and they could have won the game. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, doesn't matter. They overachieve. And when you overachieve, you should get your kudos. Could they have done better? No. They could have done in terms of scoring, yes, but were they the better team? Not really, but they're a more athletic team. They could have drawn the game. They could have won the game. They made 2 errors, which shouldn't have been made. Well, they made 4 errors. They should have scored 2 goals, and they gave away 2 goals. They shouldn't have given up. Miami was not the better team, per se. They had more control of the ball in terms of chances and opportunities. No. Cavalier overachieved. And if you don't say that, then you're lying. They overachieved. They didn't expect to get into this game. People are predicting 6 and 8 and 10. By the way, if you deny it, and go back to the list of comments early in the prediction, when you asked me to predict, I didn't predict a score for a reason. 2-0 away from home is not the worst score. You want to score a goal? Okay, if Cavaliers score a goal, no people, they could win this leg, because I'm not impressed by Inter Miami. They're slow. If Cavalier had much more composure on the ball, they win this game. I'm very disappointed. Cranky Stabby Holdings, they lost. It's your perspective, son. It's your perspective. Sometimes you lose, and it's not the worst loss in the world. They're playing away from home. People like you, Merrick, had no expectation of them. No expectation. They overachieve. And you can overachieve also by losing, because the scoreline matters. That ball that Calvin didn't score, it should have been 1-0. The ball that hit the upright could have been 2-0. It'd be a different game. The goal that Suarez scored, that ball should have never gotten to Suarez in the first place. The defenders could kick the ball out. The one time he tried to control, he gave the ball away. And by the way, Cavaliers score a goal, which they took like 10 minutes to decide whether it's a goal or not. That could have been a goal. So nothing worked in Cavalier favors tonight. And they, as Chris Roman says, their average age is 20 years old. And they play like it sometimes. So I'm going to say this, because I normally don't congratulate losing, you know. I am proud of Cavalier. I think the strategy was right, but I think the composure was wrong. So what's the strategy? The strategy was to get the ball on the counter, to get the ball mainly out wide to Calvin, because that isolation, that way over there, Miami is almost playing with an inverted. The space is open on the right. When he gets it, he's going to have room to maneuver. That's part of the strategy. What were their weaknesses? Where could they exploit? But the composure on the ball, giving away the ball under no pressure, that's part of the problem. So you're saying PSG is not good enough, Merrick? You're saying PSG is not good enough? Yeah, Nitro, I'm not going to be... Look, before this game started, the average score prediction was like 6. And they got 2. So how are we going to sit here and be hypocritical and say, oh, they lost and it's all terrible? We expected them to lose. Let's be honest. Hey, Merrick, did you expect them to win? Merrick, be honest. Don't be a hypocrite. Did you expect them to win? No, Tori, Stein was poor. Tony Stein was poor. Poor all night. Weak, poor. He's poor all night. He probably should have been replaced much earlier than when he was. But the midfield worked hard. Reed worked hard. Ainsworth worked hard. Calvin worked hard, was playing on the right. King was composed. Leng played well, but made a really poor mistake. You got to give credit. Well, at one point, BM, you were good, man. You were good for years. Cavaliers did decent last year. But let's be honest. I am proud of Cavalier. What are you, Merrick? Were you not proud or not? I don't necessarily, if I overachieve in life, and the outcome may not be what I want, because what Rudolph said he wanted was a positive outcome. I heard him on the radio. It's not a positive outcome, but it's not a terribly negative outcome. He's still in it. 2-0 doesn't mean you're out of it. Yeah, BM, I agree. Right, Merrick. So, Merrick, you expect, but did you expect him to get 2 or more than 2, Merrick? That's the question, Merrick. Did you expect him to get 2 or more than 2-0? That's the question for you, right? Because from where I sit, I didn't have a scoreline predicted because I figured they're going to play more low block football. And sometimes you play low block against a team that doesn't have quick people, you have a better chance. But the Inter Miami team played a very decent Kansas City team and were the better team. And against Cavalier, playing counter-attacking football, they struggled. Cavalier should have scored more than 1 goal. And they did score a goal, Merrick, that it wasn't given. That took 10 minutes to decide. And if you're going to take 10 minutes to decide a goal, then to me, you can't give that goal. You cannot take away the goal. Will Messi play in Jamaica? We don't know. But I think he probably will. I expect him to play regardless anyway. I don't see why he would not play in Jamaica. But I am proud of the team. I think the team did well. I don't think we can sit here and say Cavaliers were terrible. I do think the coach has to teach composure. They're playing on a good field, people. You know when you play on a carpet like that and you have time on the ball? They had time on the ball. Okay. Yeah, and Messi don't play defense, BM, so that's really interesting. Messi don't play any defense. So that's one less defender you got to worry about. He plays no defense. None. 0. But when he gets the ball, he's dangerous. But Peter, here's the problem, Peter, because if they score, you're in trouble, right? So Cavalier needed to score a goal tonight, and they didn't score a goal. That's what saved them when they went to play Sabah, right? They need to score a goal tonight, and they didn't, which is very sad, actually, because they got chances to score. They did score, just didn't get a goal. Yeah, I don't know who's going to win in Jamaica, because we can't predict that because they played well away from home, they're going to win when they go back home. We can't predict that. Because Miami is the better team on the ball in terms of possession. And that's always going to be good. But Miami can't run. People like Suarez can't run anymore. He can score a goal if you give him chance on the ball, but even the second goal they scored was luck. The ball ricocheted off him, get out wide. So they shouldn't even have scored the second goal. Rudolph probably cursing his luck because, frankly, they could easily have won this game. Easily. But anyway, people, I'm gonna sign off. It's been a long evening. I've had 2 shows today, and each show has been over 2 hours. But I'll say this. Look, Jamaica football needs work. Right? But the need is not effort. The need is not athleticism. The need is technical ability, and the need is composure. Because it was very obvious tonight that technically they needed enhancement, especially the fundamentals of control. And when they get the ball in good position, the decision-making, so decision-making is part of it. Technical, composure, decision-making. And you could wrap decision-making into composure. Yeah, no, I agree. I think defensively the team was good. And the reason, and they look to counter, right? So if you're compact defensively, and when you get the ball, but the counter, they weren't composed doing the counter. The counter was one-dimensional. I get it. I try to find Stein down the channels when I had passes in front of me to progress the ball forward, which would give me more chance to get the ball to the right persons. Merrick, they scored a goal, Merrick. That wasn't luck. But Merrick, what are you talking about? You guys frustrate me sometime, you know. They scored a goal, Merrick. That wasn't a lucky goal. They scored a goal off a set piece, which they were taking away from them, which they probably should have gotten. They got a penalty, which they didn't get, because I think that ball was a handball. I got to see it again. They had a ball which probably went on the Browns for the first goal. They don't show any replay on it. All these things are factors people need to look into. Did the ball go outside for the first goal? Did the player hand the ball in the box when he tried to control the ball with his thigh? And should that goal have been given? Sometimes the bounce of the ball. If you go back over each of those plays, you may come to a different decision. But anyway, people, thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Hope you have a wonderful evening. It's been 4 hours of TV, so I'm tired. I said Jamaica, I got my bed. Yeah, Patrick Riley. We'll have to go do some reassessment. Will be done. I'll just say this before I go. The people who run football in the Caribbean, you got to be better. You don't have any influence. I understand the money aspects of this, and Messi has to go to the next round. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe in that. But some of these decisions that are made, they're concerning. Now, Cavalier needs work, but doesn't mean you should be denied winning a game if you're supposed to win, right? And I think you're just one of those frustrated fans, Mary. Yeah, we'd have to see if the Suarez goal could have been a handball when the ball ricocheted off. Because if it's a handball in the build-up play, he can't go get the goal later on. But anyway, thank you, people. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. It's been an interesting evening. Rudolph Speed, the Cavalier establishment, well done. You may have lost the game, but you have won over some people's hearts in terms of your performance. Peace out, everyone. Good night. Thanks. Cranky Life is the best to be now. For the best sports talk and it's free, yo. Cranky Life will be your guiding light by keeping you informed both day and night. Cranky Life, tell them. Cranky Life, heed them. Cranky Life, want them. Cranky Life. From the courts to the field, we'll never lose because Cranky has the hottest news. With expert analysis, we break it down. Our in-depth coverage is best in town. Cranky Life, tell them. Cranky Life, heed them. Cranky Life, want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life, where the sports is spicy and where we keep the discussion lively. Cranky Life, get to know the name because Cranky analysis is never lame. Cranky Life, give me my Cranky Life. I want my Cranky Life. Must have my Cranky Life. Whether it's football or track and field, you know Cranky is at the wheel. So join the journey through victory and defeat and subscribe and don't miss a beat of Cranky Life. Tell them, Cranky Life. Heed them, Cranky Life. Want them, Cranky Life. If you're from England or USA, from Kingston or Bombay, from Kenya or Canada, Lagos or Havana, visit Cranky Life. Tune into Cranky Life. Like up Cranky Life. Subscribe to Cranky Life. Cranky Life coming to you on weekdays. Cranky Life sometimes on Sundays. Pull up a chair and take a seat because Cranky will always bring the heat. Cranky Life. Me say fi tell them Cranky Life. Me say fi heed them Cranky Life. On them Cranky Life. Cranky Life will be around. Cranky Life is the best in town. Me say fi heed them. Me say fi want them. Me say fi heed them. Want them, heed them, want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life. Cranky. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Heed. Want. Heed. Want. Heed them.